now.
Wahahan.
Welcome back, folks.
I'll never get the timing right.
Nope. That's okay, Alex. Welcome back, everybody, to Advantage in Paradise. Now let's begin with our recap. Last we left off, it was on the 31st afternoon of Elmune Gloom, in the drear shadow, on a tears dog. A good old easy Tuesday afternoon for the Wayward Five. But last we left off, the Wayward Five were in the midst of a fight with the Pale Covenant. Earlier that day, they spent the morning preparing for this fight and exposing Yexarid to the people of Nephrodala. The current events have left the consulate of Nephrodala in shambles since the death of Auric Vestri, the fleeing of the corrupt Seravine, and the exile now of Yexarid and his vast betrayal by bringing his undead sister Narasoth into the town to propagate the Pale Covenant. The only remaining member of the consulate within Nephrodala is Xeris. She remains and has pledged to help the Wayward Five in their fight against the Covenant. With the assistance of Xeris and other friends you've made in the town, you muster a force of guards, civilians, and mercenaries to take on the Pale Covenant. You rallied many allies and began marching east to the crypts with the plan to take down not only the risen undead dragon avatar of Herr Faust, but the Covenant itself, led by Narasoth. Through clever scouting, Timber was able to investigate the enemy encampment and take out the watch in an old ruined tower. As he relayed the information of the numbers of enemies, his allies crept forward to begin their attack. But they were spotted by the myriad of ravens and crows watching the swamplands. A din of raven cries echo across these lands. Katya, Wiswick, and Curon have no choice but to charge forward with a cohort of mercenaries as their other allies begin marching to the flanks to prepare for the dragon to arrive, including setting up 2 harpoon guns to try to bring this dragon to the ground. Shortly after engaging the enemy around the pools in front of the cemetery, the waters began to bow and foam as the form of the undead dragon emerged, not from the skies, but from the waters themselves, just like Curon's vision. Our heroes fended off the cultists on the ground as they flung arrow, bolt, and magic up to the undead dragon. As the dragon swept over to sweep their flank, Timber, with his shadow magic, leapt onto its back and held on long enough to find a space to stab the monster with his immovable rod, and click the button to hold it in place. The dragon now hangs, squirming against the magic item. She roars as the party collects themselves in time for the emergence of their true foe. Stepping from the crypt house itself, Narasoth arrived with 2 cultists in tow. Seeing the state of the battlefield, she unleashed a cone of cold out from her palm towards the Wayward Five and ordered her cultists to begin fusing into a bone claw to assist in the fight. She presented herself and walked atop the waters of the swamp frozen beneath her feet as the Wayward Five gathered to finish this fight.
Didn't Curon stop the bone guy? Sorry.
The first one. The first one.
There was another one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So right when the fight started, there were 2 cultists who tried to fuse, but now Narasoth has another set in the back trying to fuse.
Yeah, Sean was like, how can I screw these guys over more?
Exactly. Do it again.
All right, so we started that last fight at the top of the initiative order with Narasoth appearing, as well as your attempt to bring the dragon down with the firing of your allies' crossbows. So where we'll start now is not at the tippy top of the initiative order with Kaze, but we are going to start with Wiswig. So let me give you a refresher on the battlefield. Alex, you can go ahead and bring us to that battle map.
Already done.
Nice. Let's get some music going. All right. So, Wiswig, you are still, if I recall correctly, back here on the back line with Huron and your last two remaining mercenaries. Your golem has been defeated. You have a cultist up here that fell out of the tower that's pretty hurt. You've got the cultist here that Huron's magical weapon has been attacking. You've got the two behemoth undead surrounding Katya with another cultist on their feet. You've got Narasoth between your Titan's grips. You've got these two back here trying to fuse. And then, of course, over here, you've got the dragon with Timber on top, stuck in place in the sky above what is not represented here, but is a bunch of your ally units.
Okay, I think that the most efficient thing is probably to use the hands, the Maximilian Titan's grip that I'm still concentrating on.
Yep.
I need to grapple. I could grapple in a 15-foot square space. So is there a possibility that I can get the two that are fusing and the I forgot her name, the sister of
Narasoth.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to capture them and Narasoth. You'd only be able to capture them.
I think I'm going to prioritize Narasoth here.
Okay, excellent.
For some reason, she seems like more of a threat to me.
Okay.
Alright, so strength saving throw, DC 20, because last session I used alchemical casting in order to increase that.
Yes. Let me roll. Where the hell are my d20s? Oh, there. Strength, you said?
Yes.
So she is actually going to use one of her legendary resistances.
Mm-hmm.
Because she would have had to get a nat 20. Okay, so one of her legendary resistances down. So as these arms go up to grasp for her, she is able to, you almost see they come down and try to lift her out of the water, but you see she immediately almost like vanishes into a plume of icy mist as the hands go through and come up, splashing water, and then her form reappears whole, standing atop the water.
Okay, great. Can I cast anything else at her? I could just chuck a fireball. That's always a good one, right? Now we're gonna use arc bolts at 4th level. And we're gonna, because the other thing is well, no, it's an action to do that, so I only have a bonus action.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, but you can use a spell if you have a bonus action spell.
That would only be Misty Step. Which
by the
is
way,
a possibility.
just for everyone's reference, cultists are up next, and then Huron and then Katya is on deck.
Just to split us up, I'm gonna try and Misty Step to the tower is within 30 feet.
You could get to the base of the tower.
What if
The tower is exactly 30 feet away.
What if I walk to the base of the tower and
You
then...
walk to the base of the tower, you can Misty Step to the top.
Okay, I'm gonna... I mean like the roof, not the...
Yeah, you could go to the roof if you want.
I probably have better cover inside, although
Yeah.
something is appealing about the roof.
Alright, yeah, you can definitely easily Misty Step over here, so you're now up in the tower where Timber was before.
This is where I belong.
Yes.
Okay.
You have half cover while you're in there.
Great.
Unless you move backwards deeper in, and then you can get 3/4 or full cover.
There's a dead guy in there, too.
Oh, there is a bad guy. Nope, the bad guy is down.
No, he's a dead
remember-
guy. Dead guy.
Oh, there is a dead guy in there too. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That is very true. There is a dead man in there.
It's a bonus action to see what the dead man's got on him.
You used your bonus action.
I guess
Okay.
my other
I'm done.
bonus action.
All right, excellent. All right, the cultists are up. So we still have 3, right? Yeah, we still got 3 of the original cultists. The other 2 are going to actually complete their. They're not going to complete their fusion because they share the 20 spot with Narasoth, so they don't count within this. That would be fucked up. But the other ones are all actually like super weak right now. I'm just circling in my notes where everything's health is, so I actually know what I'm doing right now.
It's okay, you don't have to do that.
All right, let's go to their character sheet. Okay, so let's see. What's the reach on that? No, that's not gonna work. All right. This one's going to stand up and move away from Katya. You do get an attack of opportunity, Katya.
Ah, good. Go. Yeah, 29.
That will definitely hit.
Excellent. 12 points of bludgeoning. Forced 12 force damage.
You rolled your force damage also?
Oh shit, I forgot it's 2d8.
Yeah,
2d8, right?
Yes.
Every time. Okay, nope, so 12 plus 3, 15.
I was going to see if you could kill him, but not quite.
I get advantage of the damage roll.
Advantage
No,
on damage.
what? That's called critting. All right, so he is able to get away from you. Let's see. All right. One of them is going to go for an attack on Timber because they don't like that you're on their dragon's back. They're going to shoot off some scorching rays at you.
Oh no!
All right,
Not
so
the hair on my skin.
as you weird them out.
Yes, they should have
All right.
disadvantage now.
All right, so one misses, one is a nat 20, and one is a 20.
It hits.
Yeah. All right, so that, and then that is, I'll do the nat 20 first. That is 12 plus 2d6. So that is 12 plus 7. 19 points of fire damage, and then another 9 points of fire damage. As you see these 3, one goes flinging off, the other 2 hit you. As you're kind of like, I imagine even kind of like holding on to the rod right now as it hits you and almost knocks you off, but you keep your position on the dragon. The other one is going to this guy is going to tumble down and get to his friend over here. And you watch those 2 clasp arms and begin the fusing ritual also.
Love me, say that you love
Exactly. But that is all of the present cultists from the original fight. It is now... Oh, wait. Then the 2 undead guys. I'm going to go for their attacks on Katya. Yes. Alright, so first one is a dirty 20.
Yep.
Second one is a 23.
Damn it.
Third one's nat 1.
Oh, I used my reaction on that one for Tipsy Sway.
All right.
Ah.
First 2 hits. So let's see.
It's a 27.
That'll hit.
10 points of force damage. I rolled
10
2
points of
d10.
force.
Mhm.
Okay. He's actually not looking too great. Okay. You take 16 points of slashing damage and then 10 points of necrotic damage.
Resistance to necrotic.
So 3 points. Then the third one is going to go, or the second one's going to go for his 3 attack.
What was the first damage?
16 piercing.
16.
Or slashing, sorry.
Yeah.
All right, first attack misses, second attack misses, third attack is 21.
Yep.
Okay, so third attack hits. All right, so that is 9 piercing and 5 necrotic half to 3. So that's their 2 attacks. There's their attacks though. Those, but they are pretty. They hit pretty hard if they hit you with more than one of them.
Sure do.
That is their turn, though. Kieran, you're up. Katya, you're on deck.
Okay.
Fantastic. So I may have been moved back a little, which is fine, but I should be within 30 feet of Katya.
Yes, you were actually more so like
Right. Am I within 60 feet of those back guys that are fusing?
They are within 60 feet. They are 55 feet away.
Wunderbar. Then Kieran will, gripping his staff of the Crescent Heart tight in his hands, smash it on the planks beneath him, and you see the moon grow in size, and the shattered part of it expands, and from it billows this, deep purple fog as he activates the Fog of the Moon ability on his staff.
Excellent.
Creating this twilight of dim light. So 60 feet radius. That counts as heavily obscures, except for me and allies within 10 feet. And as he does it, he's sending out this surge of moon power, moon energy, and all of them need to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Love it. So I'll do those 2 cultists first. All right, con save. Let's see. We have decent con, but they roll poorly. So that's a 9 and a 13. So the 2 occultists in the back fail. We do Narasoth now.
Burn it.
No, Narasoth gets a 14, so she fails as well. And then I got 2 more cultists to do. One of them succeeds, the other fails, and then that cultist got 19. Does that succeed?
It does.
Okay. And then the monsters. They both fail. All right, roll that damage. Is it halved for those who succeeded?
Correct. All right, so 12 radiant damage. Iluvania radiant damage.
Oh.
The best kind.
Okay.
down.
2
Check
cultists
your
in the
ends.
back start getting hit hard with that. The 2 cultists who are starting to fuse together. One of them dies. The other one is just barely alive.
Great success.
Is the
Narasoth
other
also
one gonna
takes
have
damage.
love rage now?
Exactly. Yeah. One of the behemoths is dead. These guys is dead.
Ooh, ooh! Shooting
Um,
him down.
Go team.
Call Kieran a
believe
sailor.
that is,
Sailor Moon.
and I believe that is all of them. Oh wait, this guy's dead too.
Ooh, got him.
All right. What does it look like when they die within this this fog of the moon?
So it's a little more, even though it's radiant damage, it's some of Iluvanya's more necrotic side coming through this as the smoke of the moon rises up and writhes around their legs and starts to pull them inwards until they just disappear into nothingness. And you just see, I don't imagine that they're screaming that much, but they're just being pulled in and sinking into the dark to never be seen again.
I love the friendly darkness for you, at least.
Oh, and then as they're dying, you would just see a little shing of light, as that's the radiance.
Excellent. Excellence. They are swallowed into the twilight of Villivania to be turned to radiant ash.
And maybe you see a new star up in the twilight.
You would see that, yeah, you'd see that radiant ash
deserve
almost kind of comes up like pillars moving up towards the sky. But you took out 4 enemies there.
Well done.
Or 3 enemies.
Those
enemies
2 in
there.
the back are still fusing.
They are still fusing. You have to kill them to end the process. Once it's locked into place, you have to kill them to end it. That
I
was
have my-
your action. So you do have
Yes.
your bonus action.
The
Your spiritual weapon is still up.
Right. The archers behind me. Do they get a turn?
Yes, they do.
Okay, can I have them go first and then decide what I do?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
All right, so
They've got their crossbows, so you can tell them to attack who you want.
yeah, Kieran will direct them. Fire at the 2 in back. Transforming. They'll turn into something far worse than we've seen yet.
Okay, and you
besides
want
the big dragon and the other guy.
to focus down one of them, right?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and roll 2d20s with a +5 to their modifier.
14 and 8.
The 14 just hits. The 8 misses. Okay.
It's a D8 for damage or 6?
D8 +5 is what I've been rolling for them.
9 points of piercing damage.
All right, I'll say you hit the left one, just for your reference for which one has less health.
Okay.
All right, excellent. Bonus action.
Is my spiritual weapon within 20 feet of the left one?
It's just out of 20 feet. It's about 30 feet away.
All right, then I will 3rd level the healing word. Our new ally. Oh
Katya?
my god, yeah.
Thank you.
And you get 9 points of healing.
Woo!
Whoa.
Excellent.
2
All
1s
right.
and a 2.
Oh,
All
Thank
right.
you.
Anything else?
And end my turn.
Katya, you are up.
okay. I forgot to tell you, when I do Tipsy Sway, it attacks the creature that didn't miss me. It attacks another one that was right next to it. I don't know if that matters because one.
I'll say no.
All right, cool. All right, so bonus action, I'm going to do this really cool, like, I'm gonna like plant my staff in the ground and like do like a little spin, and as I'm spinning, I'm going to chug my potion of
Superior healing or greater healing.
Greater
greater.
healing. Yep. So I will roll that after, and then as soon as I take that, I'm going to bring the end of the staff up and try and get this person's chin, the behemoth's chin.
Katya, at the end of last game, you
You
chugged
used-
your haste potion, right?
Yep.
I did.
So your AC goes up by 2. Some of those attacks might not have hit
Oh fuck.
because you have So I think
One
one
them
of
is
those
23.
attacks, one of them definitely. I know one of them was a just hits, so that one probably missed. So I'm just gonna say, give yourself a general 9 hit points back for that, because I don't remember which one it was.
Yeah, there was one that was a 23 that would have hit. I remember that, but yes.
Yeah, but there was
I
one that
remember
was a
now.
20. So remember, you have haste right now, so your speed is
Cool.
super, and you get an extra attack.
Yep, I'm gonna unload all 3 on this behemoth.
Excellent, go for it.
First one is a 28.
That will hit.
Okay. And that is 11 points of force damage.
Did you roll your extra d8?
Yes, that's together.
Okay.
Stunning strike.
Stunning strike. Okay. What kind of save is that? Con?
Yeah, give me a second. 15.
Yeah, they failed. So they got a.
Yeah.
They rolled a 2.
Excellent.
Woo!
They
So
are
that one is
stunned.
stunned.
All right,
Left
so
my
now this
markers
next one is
downstairs.
going to be advantage.
Excellent. Go for it.
All right, 26.
That'll definitely hit.
Okay. And that is another 11 points of force damage.
Nice. Nice.
Okay, and then I have
Okay.
one more.
Go for it.
28.
That'll hit.
My rolls are back.
Yay.
10 points of force damage. Roll a lot of 7s.
10 points?
Yep.
Okay.
Gryffindor?
It is still alive, but it is hit hard.
Oh.
What does it look like when you unleash all 3 of these blows onto this enemy as you chug your healing potion?
So after I've spun around and chugged the healing potion, I come up and just use the end of the staff to jerk its head back, and then as it's stumbling backwards, I take I bring it over and smack it down on its head, and then just big old baseball bat swing for the third one.
Excellent. You take these attacks with your staff, and they go all over this creature. As you can see, every time you hit it, there's this puff of pollen that shoots out into the air all around you that kind of like sticks to your skin, especially with the magical water that lashes off of your staff, dealing force damage. Almost as if each time you hit them, there's also this surge of water that strikes through them. As you look, as the other one is sinking now in the water of the dragon pit. Did you roll for your healing?
I did. Yep. Did not roll
Great.
well. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Katya? Any movement?
Nope, that is it.
Okay. All right. It's
Wait.
the dragon's turn.
Didn't you have... Never mind, sorry.
She did all 3 attacks.
Right. My bad.
Yeah. She used her bonus action to drink the potions. That's why there's no flurry
Yeah.
of blows. Okay. It's the dragon's turn. So, what would a dragon do when it's stuck? with a pesky pesk on its back. Oh, let me roll to see if it gets its breath back. It does get its
doesn't.
breath back.
Oh,
So it's gonna
It's
unfortunately
fine. We're immune. It's fine.
Yeah, but I'm
not
worried
you to
about.
worry about. It's
Yeah.
the pack of civilians and guards that it's hovering
Oh.
over right now that it's about to unleash hell's hell onto.
Yeah. Damn it.
All right, so it's going to unleash this this spray down. Kieran, do you want to roll for the group? So you're going to roll for each type of group there is.
Okay.
I don't. I'm pretty sure I remember what the modifiers from last week were. Essentially, the guards get a +5 to their modifier. The
Right.
villagers get a +2. Xeris gets a +7. And that's all you have to roll for.
Gotcha.
So let's roll 3 saves for each of those groups. And I'm going to treat them as swarms that have full health pools, essentially.
Okay. Alright, so the guards get a 22, the civvies get a 4, and Cirrus herself gets a 17.
Ah,
the
Xeris. Xeris failed. All right. So the only one who succeeded were the guards. All right. So let's roll some damage. What is it? It is. Oh God! I'm rolling the dice. Oh All right, so the civilians are going to take 51 damage. The guards are going to take half, so 25. And Xeris will take 51. So you watch as this rains down. It almost chokes out this poison, noxious fume. At first, you see it is vomiting up blood and other fluids that have been gathering within its undead body, bloating its organs. This just absolute muck comes out of its mouth before slowly you see a puff, one single puff of green, before it then just starts to noxiously pour out of its mouth as it twists its neck. As you see it all settles down amongst them, you see some are covering their faces successfully, running out of the way, while others are just choking, grasping at their necks, trying to claw breath out of their lungs as their whole bodies shrivel to nothingness and their skin dries out and they collapse down to the ground. I'd say half the villagers are dead. The guards are all alive, but they're in pretty bad shape. Xeris is also in. She's fine, but she's a little bloodied. Okay. The dragon is going to attempt. It's a construct. It doesn't. It's going to attempt to move despite this big ol' rod in it. So I'm gonna roll a strength check for it to see if it can break out. It's like a DC 30, right?
It's a DC 30, yes.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna.
To move it 10 feet.
Yeah. Oh, like it wouldn't even be able to it would just. All right.
I mean, you could treat it. Never mind.
No, I know what I'm doing with this thing, but it doesn't. It's not able to move the rod. But you watch as it tries to move, and you're looking at it because you're holding onto the rod, and you can see the rod is stuck in place, and you can see the flesh is tearing around it. As the dragon is not getting anywhere, but it's slowly hurting itself enough to the point that it'll just because it's undead, just rip off of it. It's not quite there. It's still stuck though. All right, that is the dragon's turn. We are on Kaze. And then we'll be on Narasov in the top of initiative. So, Kaze, what would you like to do?
So,
you are on top of the dragon.
yes. That's Timber's focus. It's not the best thing to do in a situation. The focus should be different, but...
Your mic's cutting out a little bit there.
Me?
Yeah. Just for a second there it was.
Oh, sorry.
You also sound a little bit different. Are you on the right mic?
I should be.
You're good now. Sounds good now.
Hello. Yeah.
Yep, it's coming out of the right place. Cool. All right, so go ahead and what's your plan?
Timber will go up to the base of the dragon's neck, find the exposed spinal column, and start wailing on it. In a furious rage!
Go for it.
A wolfy rage! Where are my dice? There are my dice. First one's 28. I'm just, this is gonna be a stunning strike. Also, Sean.
Okay. All right, 28 will hit.
Okay. First one's,
it got a 24 on its con check.
that means it saves. Next, and it's 8 points of damage. Next one's 22 to hit.
That will
Another stunning strike.
Got a 28.
Okay, saves it. It's almost as if it's pretty good at con. Saves.
Yeah, you might say it's its best saving throw.
Okay. It's 10 points of damage.
Excellent.
What do I do? I guess I'll keep punching it.
Go for it.
I got nothing else. I'm kind of tippy-tapping it. Another 22.
That'll hit. I'll be honest, it does look very rough.
It's another 12 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't explain. For bonus action, I'm using Fury Blows. So.
That's what I figured.
Okay. And then my last attack is a 27.
That'll hit.
Oh man, another 8 points of damage.
This thing is looking rough though.
Damn it!
As you're hitting it, you can see like the dragon is struggling. Like you're punching and clawing into its neck so much that it's like starting to like snap a little bit, and you can see like the flesh is mostly like starting to be removed from a spot, and it's getting down to the bone. As you can hear it cracking as it's roaring up and shaking at each of your hits. At the end of your turn, I will need to make another dexterity saving throw to stay on its back.
Natural 1.
You come tumbling down.
No!
You land down on the ground. It is muddy and slick. You even like you land and sink in to the mud and mire of the swamplands as you kind of like lift your head up, covered in mud, and you're looking around as you can see these bodies of the villagers dying, choking to death as they themselves are also sinking into the mud, and some of them are like not just choking on their own lungs being liquefied by the dragon spray, but also the mud that is caking onto them as their allies are struggling, and some of them are even like pushing each other down into the mud. There's a full-on panic happening on this section of your allies.
Oh.
Anything else? You do still have movement, right?
He's just gonna make sure he's underneath the dragon.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay.
When do our allies go?
They go now.
Okay, cool.
All right. Huron, you had the other section of allies. You can have them move forward now, and they'll be within range of the dragon to be able to not have disadvantage on their attacks.
Didn't I have them? Okay.
Or you can do something else with them. Then you
No.
have the group that's currently panicking. That
Right. Well, no, we'll have so they can move and shoot, right? The group.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then we'll do that.
Okay, so your right flank is now positioned as far as where the battlefield is. They're like behind you right now.
Okay.
Like where you currently are, they're behind you, but within range to shoot the dragon. The group below the dragon can still attack it. They're just gonna have disadvantage because of their frightened position.
We'll still have them shoot.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're gonna treat this. So you're going to do an attack for each of the groups to make this a little easier than last week. Your right flank is in full capacity.
Mm-hmm.
So they can attack normally, and they'll deal the most damage they can if they hit. The other group will have disadvantage. So whichever one you want to start with. So you can attack with the full group or the halved group.
Shit. Does Wiswick go before the cultists?
Wiswick does go before the cultists.
Okay. Then they'll all focus fire on the dragon. Sorry, because I was thinking about diverting some forces. So we'll do...
Totally makes sense to think about that.
Right. So we'll do the guys below the dragon shooting up with disadvantage.
Okay. So the villagers, you can roll a d20 for the villagers. They have a +2 to their attack.
Yeah. So with disadvantage, that's a 13.
Okay. Roll 2 d20s for each one for their like total capacity. So the first group of them misses, but you can roll for a second group of the villagers essentially.
Gotcha.
Each one gets 2 d20s, so with advantage they would get 4 d20s and so on. All right, so what's our second d20 hit?
4? Wait, did I read that right? 7.
7. Okay. So that the villagers are just unable to put any damage into this dragon right now. So you can go ahead and fire for the guards. They have +5.
All right. Are these at Just normal?
These, if you're still attacking from the guards below the
Yeah.
dragon, they're at disadvantage.
Okay, so it's, again, 2. Oh, shit. Yep. Alright. I hate how it adds them together when you try to...
Yeah, it is annoying.
9.
9 is not going to hit.
Right. Did the ballista beneath the dragon survive?
It did, so you can also attack for that.
Alright. What was the ballista?
That does not have disadvantage because
Oh.
the fishermen were not caught in the poison.
16 plus... Where's that ballista stat block?
I know, it's way back. The ballista stat block has a +6 to hit.
So 22.
That one will hit.
So 3d10 piercing.
And it will latch onto him, the dragon.
Oh, not bad, not bad. That's 22 points of piercing damage from the ballista directly below it.
Excellent. This dragon is looking pretty damn rough.
Dope.
So you can go ahead and attack for Xeris now, also.
Okay.
She'll essentially be able to shoot up an attack.
One lone.
Yeah, one lone one.
Alright.
You get +7 though to this one.
Ooh, with disadvantage, it's still a 22.
That'll hit. So 1d8 +5.
Plus... Okay, 12 piercing.
Whew.
Good job,
All right.
Cirrus.
Now attack with the entire other unit of soldiers.
Okay.
These ones do not have disadvantage. So let's do villagers first.
Right. Would they maybe get advantage now that the dragon is tethered in 2 ways?
Yes, I will allow that.
Always ask, folks.
Attack in whatever order you want because the guys who are still left will have an attack left. So you could attack those cultists in the back with them.
Wait, sorry, repeat that?
So attack in the order you want with like villager,
Okay.
guard, ballista, because if the dragon dies before you
Right.
finish all of them, you can repurpose their attacks.
We're definitely going to attack with the ballista first. With advantage, that's a 25.
That'll hit. Villagers are making up for that last turn.
Yeah, right. So that's 21 points of piercing damage from the second ballista.
How do you want to do this?
Alright, so, we've got this fog happening. You see Katia going around smacking shit. Wiswick's repositioning up in the tower, and Timber's up there wailing on this dragon, and then falls. And I imagine, as he's falling, he's shouting, it's almost dead. I can't do a cousin right now.
He's almost dead.
Thank you. So hearing that, the folks in the ground are like, oh shit, and they're firing up as they're stumbling over themselves. They watch as the ballista launches an attack at it and kind of gets them like, yeah, take it down. Cirrus fires her shot and it, clips it in the neck. And then the other ballista turns and you see the dragon's flailing and it's like,
Yeah.
fire! And they hit the wedge and the camera follows it and it hits the head right off where Kaze had weakened it.
Oh, hell yeah.
So the head is just flying with the harpoon in it until, it reaches the end of its rope and drops. And then the rest of the body is just hanging in the air.
Yes, because the movable rod. So all of that happens exactly as you said it. And it is this cacophony of the exact right screams, orders, and responses as the ones below struggle. And you can even see most of them are dying, and then there's some that kind of get their last shots off before falling into the mud. And then the rest are all retreating back as they finish their attack. And the final ballista bolt fires off, takes the head clean off. You can see it leaves this slurry of black blood in the air as it goes back. Kaze, you are covered in blood. It's undead blood, though.
Okay, thank you.
So,
Not juicy,
it's-
juicy goodness.
you're not into this blood. This is
We
gross.
were
No.
all very concerned for a hot second.
Yeah, you can even, I'll say somewhere deep inside of you, you can hear Lou going, "Bleh. not what I want." Bleh." But the dragon is now hanging, its body slumped off of the immovable rod. You can see it's like almost like the body is like folded in half as it's hanging off of the bolt, the wings draping down over you, Kaze. But the dragon is dead.
Huron, turning back to like get Oriel's attention, goes, "Have the rest fire upon the cultists in the back. Take them down before they finish." And then
Excellent. You see Oriel commands the villagers and the guards to aim their bolts towards the cultists in the back for a volley. Go ahead and give me attack rolls from the villagers and then the guards. So 2d20s, +2 for the villagers, +5 for the guards.
13 for the villagers, 10 for the guard.
Those both will not hit.
Gosh,
They will kind of, I imagine like some of them hit. But
right, but
it's
it's at such a range that it's basically you're just being, ow, oh, stop.
exactly, yeah. Like there you see arrows sinking into the mud or the water or the muck there, and then like you see, like as these cultists' hands are holding one another's hands, they're slowly being fused together, suctioning together, and they're not even like they get hit with an arrow and they don't even react. So that was the first roll for each of those. You could do one more for each of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
It's like 2 attacks equal their capacity.
Gotcha. Why isn't...
What are you trying to do?
Jesus. So it's a 9 for the villagers and a 13 for the guards again.
It's just not enough. As the bolts fly back, the volley is hitting them, and you can see like for a moment one of them even like kind of drops an arm down, but as their arm hits the ground, you can see their like body is like sucked into the fusion more, pulling them back up.
Oriel, take them down! Hopefully, please. Does Oriel get to do anything?
He's got a crossbow.
He does have a crossbow. And he's a paladin. So if that crossbow hits, he can smite. So I'm going to aim for Oriel.
That's
He
fair.
is going
Come on,
to...
Ori.
He is going to aim for the cultist that's hurt more.
Okay.
He will hit.
Yes.
Smite the demon.
Let me just pull. All right, so let's roll that initial. He actually, oh shit! I was sitting there getting a bone claw mini ready.
Yo, I didn't risk all these lives for nothing, Sean.
I know. 1 second, sorry. All right, so the initial attack is just gonna deal 10 damage. And then smites, divine smites. Sorry, where is it? I mean, technically he doesn't. I'm gonna say he gets the smite, even though he technically smite is for a melee weapon. But I'm gonna give it to him because he's my special boy.
I'm gonna say Zendariel gives her smite to ranged only.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
All right, so he is going to maximize it to 5d8.
Huzzah.
Ooh.
Let's see. Oh, come on, Oriel. All right, let's add these up.
Don't say that, Sean. You're toying with us.
Well, he just pissed me off. With his...
And that's either a
All
good
right.
thing or a bad thing.
Do paladins get extra attack?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
All right, then he's
Oh,
gonna
fine.
go for his next attack. Because it's almost one of them is he got them down to very little health. He dealt 30 damage to them.
Whew.
Jeez.
What is his second attack will also hit.
Whew.
Okay. Can a paladin do more than one smite on their turn?
I thought so. They just
I
have
think
to
it's
keep.
just if you hit. Yeah. All right. Yeah, he's gonna smite them again. It's just gonna be a baseline smite, which is enough. You see from the back as those volleys miss, you can see the bone claws form coming together as Oriel, through the muck and the mire, he aims the crossbow out, fires 2 out. You see they both ignite with this radiant, burning, fiery energy. And as they hit the creature, the first one hits and it starts to burn away the flesh as it's turning to radiant ash, similar to Curon's attack, except more fire-based instead of radiance. And then you see it's about to finish the fusion. You can see the massive bone claws forming out of their bodies as the second one hits just in time to stop it and completely turns that cultist to ash, leaving the other one there, bewildered, traumatized by their own transformation failing.
I imagine it's like Jaegers from, what's it called? Pacific
Oh,
Rim,
yeah,
where their co-pilot dies and they're like, ah!
Exactly. That's exactly what happens as part of that fusion creature's mind tries to latch on to the other one. And
Vulcan mind melt.
yeah, that guy's gonna have some problems if he survives this.
He won't.
He already has problems, but
Right. He committed
All right.
to it too. He would have to live the rest of his life as that bone mass.
as this bone mass, rest of his life as this thing.
Right.
All right. Excellent. It is Narasoth's turn now.
Oh boy.
And then Wiswick is up after that. So you see Narasoth kind of, after recorporealizing, after resisting the Titan's grip, she sort of stands there and is wielding that glaive. She sees the fallen form of the dragon that now is starting to almost like rip itself apart, falling down, sludging on top of our friend here, Kaze.
I should have moved.
You see, she holds out her glaive towards this creature, and you can see the glaive itself starts to. It has kind of this bronze-colored blade. It starts to glow with a white pale light. As you can see, the form of the dragon starts to burn away, and you can see its scales burning away. Everything about it burns away until at the center is just a heart, a pale heart. That you see she holds a hand out and it comes flinging towards her. She catches it in her hands and starts to squeeze it until it starts to... What, Wiswick?
Can I counterspell any of this?
No! This is not a spell!
Telekinesis.
It's an effect. This pale heart comes into her hand, and as she's squeezing it, and this kind of light blue blood is coming out of it, it then starts to meld onto her hand and flows through as it completely encompasses her body, and she starts to quiver and flail as her form, great big wings sprout out of her back, a pale white and blue. As she begins to float up, her form grows larger.
He says, ah, there it is.
There it is.
Arsh.
Oh boy. Oh, that looks so cool.
As she kind of like descends slowly as the wings hold her up and her feet touch, and she sort of stretches. You can feel the bones adjusting in the way that Kaze's do, as she just sort of crackles all aside. And she looks... She can't see much because of the mist. You all kind of just see the silhouette of that all happening. As you can now see this larger form, and you can see the glaive held up in the air through the mist. And you see the bronze turns blue as it swipes forward. And you can see it cuts through Kieran's fog, as you can feel the entire space start to grow cold as this wind sweeps around, circling the whole space, filling it with a snow, as a blizzard is now encompassing the space, filling it all up, obscuring your vision, and dissipating Kieran's fog.
What?
But that is all she can do with her turn. So, it's not completely obscured for you all. It's lightly obscured, so you have disadvantage on attacks. But Wiswick, you are up, and then the remaining cultists are up, and then Kieran and Katya.
Titan's grip again. Keep it rolling.
Titan's grip again.
Yep. DC 20 strength saving throw.
She's a little stronger than she was last time. But she's still rolling like shit, so she's gonna use a legendary resistance. That's 2 that she's used.
She's got 2
You're
left.
getting rid of him, though. You're getting rid of him. That's good.
Yeah, she rolled a 3 and a 4 there, and I was like, "Come on, Narasov, you just turned into a cool monster dragon. Be stronger."
I was hoping she'd burn one from the mist thing, but no dice, I guess. She knows who the real threat is. Wiswick goes and hides again in the tower. End of turn.
Love it.
Back up a little bit to get more. Yeah, as once again those huge fists come down to try to capture her, and she this time, instead of turning to mist, the wings fly up and she darts out of the way. All right, these last 2 cultists are left, and this last. Desperately, these cultists are going to start backing up behind Narasov, as they are quite afraid of you all at this point a little bit. This one going to dip back. Get close to the other one. Oh, my headphones. The other cultist actually, here we go. That one runs back and it's going to hold its action. And then the final behemoth is going to go for its attacks on Katya. Oops. What? First 2 miss. You're at 22 now, right? So yeah, all of those missed. As you dance around the claws of this beast, you are safe. All right, Kieran, you are up, and then Katya.
Okay. Okay. The glaive. Actually, let's start with my two guards back there. They're gonna fire at the cultists in the back. So they each get a d20, right?
You're muted, Sean.
Yes, they each get a d20. Do you want to hit the left or the right cultist?
Which one looks a little more worse for the wear?
Probably the left one, because that's the one that ran back and had already been taking damage in the fight.
Kieran, as he's running back, is gonna point to him with his staff and be like, "Take him down, Legolas. Take him down." Jesus.
Bring it down. Bring it down.
And 7 and a 13.
Fortunately, both of those miss.
All right. And then he is going to move his spiritual weapon. Can he get to those cultists? Either one?
How many feet can it
20
move?
feet.
Can actually get up to the one that started to move over there because it's a little closer.
Okay, cool.
So you can go up for an attack with your spiritual weapon on it.
15.
That'll hit.
Okay, cool. 15. 17 points of force damage from the glaive.
As this cultist is going to reach its arm out to try to begin the fusion ritual again, your spiritual weapon slices right through him. And you even watch, like, these cultists have all been standing on the ice, like, through their Airsoft's magic. As soon as that cultist is dead, you see the body just slump into the water.
Oh.
And start to float there in the two pieces that you cut it into. So you stopped the third fusion you've all stopped tonight.
Right.
And there's no possible
Only we could have done that last
fusions left, right?
There's only one cultist left, so there's no more fusions.
Confuse himself.
This cultist has survived a lot.
Yeah. That's the one that fell, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then pointing his staff at Narisol or whatever she is now, Kieran will say, and cast Flame Strike. Dex saving throw, please.
For some reason, I thought you said aerosol.
That
Like-
too.
Ah, yes. The mighty aerosol.
Pray and pray.
Spray.
That's a natural 20.
All right. Well, she'll still take half.
It's like half. Yeah.
So that's 16 points of fire damage and 13 points of radiant damage.
Excellent. Get radiant.
Get radiant, bro.
So many rads.
Okay, so you watch as that pillar of flame strikes down, and you can see as the smoke clears, she's standing with resolve, but you can see some of the scales cindering on her body, some small holes in her wings as the fire burns through.
All right, and that'll end Kieran's turn.
All right, Katya, you are up.
All right. I would first like to spend 2 key points and use Drunkard's Luck, which is going to allow me to cancel disadvantage for my attack roll, my first attack roll.
Okay, excellent.
So I would have still gotten a straight roll because they're stunned. So does this mean I have advantage again?
This one's not stunned. It was the other one you killed that was stunned.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Damn it. All right. Well, still a straight roll.
Okay.
Come on. Yeah, 21.
That'll hit.
Stunning strike.
All right.
Stunning strike. Okay.
Yep, con 15.
Natural 19. So they do not get runs.
Okay. All right. So that the Drunkard's Luck only applies to the first roll.
Okay, so second attack has
So-
disadvantage. Did you roll? What
Yeah.
was the damage for that?
Oh shit.
100.
It was 11 points of force damage.
That's with your second D8.
Yes.
Cool. All right. This is looking like a repeat of the last one. Go ahead. Next attack is with disadvantage.
13.
It's not hit.
Okay. Flurry blows.
You have a third attack
wait.
with your haste.
That's right. Oh, but first stunning strike. Oh no, that doesn't. That didn't
You
hit.
need
Never
to
mind.
hit
Never mind. Yep. I heard it. Oh,
Oh!
20.
What is it?
It was a natural 20, but 19.
19 will hit.
Aha! Stunning strike.
Roll your damage.
Yep. Nice.
That is a natural 15.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, it saves.
15 points of force damage.
Nice.
So that was. Is that my first flurry of blows?
No, that was
No,
your
your
hasted
hasted
action. So you can
My
do a
hasted
flurry
action.
full. You can do a full flurry of blows
Flurry
now.
blows. All right, here it goes.
Here we go.
There we go.
These are
Here
both
we
at disadvantage
go.
also,
Yep.
or this first one at least.
Yeah. 14.
Does not hit.
All right, I'm gonna spend 2 more key points and cancel the disadvantage for this last one.
Okay.
28.
That'll definitely hit.
Unarmed Strike.
Stunned.
Done?
No legendary resistance or nothing?
It's a tiny guy. Well, he's not tiny, but it's a minion.
12 points of force damage.
Ooh, it's also looking pretty damn rough, but it's still alive. But it is
Yeah.
stunned.
Yep. Great. So
Okay.
that's
Anything
it.
else?
That's all I can
All
do.
right. The dragon is dead, so it doesn't get its turn. Kaze.
Okay. Kaze is gonna freak out. He's covered in blood, but nothing's happening. So he's like, okay. And then he's gonna wipe his eyes and move towards the rest of everybody. And number one rule of a raid boss is take care of the ads. So he is going to actually. Well, first off, he's gonna bonus action Hexblade's Curse, Aerosol can. And
Got it.
he's not going to
So with 30 feet, you can get up to the stunned undead guy.
so Sean, let me know if you would allow this. Can I, while
Sure.
I'm running to him, perform before I get to him, do a one shot with my bow?
Yeah.
And then my second attack
against
when
that guy.
Yeah, second attack would be melee with my arm
Yeah,
as I
allow
get
that.
a little bit further. Okay, cool. So like one part attack will during movement and then another part. Yeah. I
Cool
will
kind of curved run,
Yeah.
fire the arrow.
Woo! Yeah, and this is my last.
Like runs against the trees.
Yeah,
Yes.
dope monk shit.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
watch
you jump over him and shoot down at him and then land
Ah!
behind him.
And then yes.
Alright, go for
well, everybody's probably freaking out because Kaze's covered in blood.
Yeah, you are, and it's like when your dog rolls around in mud, but it's blood.
Yes.
You do have disadvantage on this though because of the obscured.
Got it.
Is it the undead?
Oh,
I'm
he's
fighting?
stunned. He's
It's
stunned, so
He's
it's
stunned.
it's
Oh.
equaled out.
Well, even with disadvantage, it's 22. Well, it would be.
Go ahead and
higher.
roll damage. Are you expending
26.
charges?
I'm expending charge. Yes, this is my last charge.
What damage does your charge do?
Necrotic, so he probably has resistance. So
Give me an
that-
insight check. Just real quick, give me an insight check.
Sure. It's a 6.
Okay, proceed.
This is 8 piercing damage.
Okay, 8 piercing. Excellent.
I'm probably gonna heal him right now. I'm gonna heal him, aren't I?
And
That's
how much is...
13 necrotic.
Yeah, so your arrow hits into its back, and you see it, like Katya, it lets out this horrendous screech. It sounds like a dying person. Like it sounds like a human. That's like very frightening. But then you see the shadow of the arrow infuses into its body, and yes, it is healed for 13 hit points.
Okay, god damn it.
I'm trying to kill it.
Now I'm gonna punch it
Okay.
with advantage. Right?
So you did leap over, and it was very cool. And as the arrow hit,
as long as it was cool.
it was dope. It was very cool. Narasov was like, sick. I'm gonna kill you first.
Aerosol, you mean?
Aerosol, thank you very much. Oh my god.
Sorry. I just can't help myself. It's a 24.
That'll hit.
Don't worry. I tickle if I don't have my stacks on. It's 11 damage.
Okay.
Bludgeoning.
Alright. Excellent. You still have your bonus action. You're gonna flurry of blows.
No. Bonus action was Hexblade Curse on Aerosol can.
Forgot about that. Excellent. Alright, so it is still alive. It has less HP than last time, though.
It just has no. Well, Does it really?
It's well, if you your second attack brought it back down.
Yeah. I basically did nothing.
No, you did. It has less than it had before. It's just it could have.
Could have died.
If you didn't use a charge, it would have died.
Well.
All right.
I'm done.
Okay. All right. At the end of your turn, Nersoth is going to use a legendary action.
Because I offended her.
She's
Sorry.
going to blink.
She's gonna kill me now.
Or she's going to misty step to be amongst you all.
Hello.
Fuck.
Oh, get it? She's amongst us because there's monks there. I hate
There's two
myself.
monks.
I hate myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
She is going to use. Sorry, before that. No, she's going to keep the lizard up.
She doesn't have to.
But on her turn, she's going to use her action. She's going to hold her. She's going to dig the. It looks. You feel like she's about to like try to stab you with her glaive, but she actually just brings it down through the planks and into the water. And you can see necrotic energy pours into it, and you can look. The waters beneath the planks you're on start to turn black. And you see it spreads and spreads and spreads through the entire battlefield. Amongst your allies, you can see all the dead start to rise.
Yep.
As all of those villagers that were killed and choked to death start to rise out of the mud, you can see their mud caking their undead faces. Behind her, you see one last undead servant of hers rising. One last ad, one might say. As you see kind of crawling or pulling themselves out of the ground is a very tall undead creature. It has these like soiled pale blue kind of robe underneath heavy rusted plate armor with a massive greatsword over its shoulder. As it raises from the water, standing on the water like the other.
There it is.
Undead.
Oh boy.
As the last of her Pale Covenant servants has entered the battlefield.
Is it taller than me or Kieran?
Is the
Yes.
paint dry?
Is it bigger than a
It's the
baby?
paint dry. You are in a mood tonight.
Sassy.
The paint is dry, the wash might not be.
There you go.
I was painting this mini while talking to Alex earlier.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Okay. She that is her action, and anything else she can do? I don't believe so. Alright, that is the end of her turn. Wiswick, you are up.
Do it again, Sean.
Are you gonna go for Nersoth?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You can position it just so it doesn't miss, so it misses your allies.
Perfect. I do that. EC 20 strike saving throw. Come on. She probably doesn't have 3. Yeah, of course. You give me that face.
So she rolls with advantage against magic. And she rolled a 1, natural 1, and a natural 20. So she does make the
It's a
save.
strength saving throw, not an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma saving throw.
Okay.
So the one.
Okay, never mind then.
Oh.
Your DC is a 20, right?
My DC is a 20, yeah, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, does she
She
still
has
get
a modifier.
advantage if it's a strength modifier to the magic?
Yes, because this is not. It's not the same feature as the gnomish racial. This is the boss feature. That's just all
Right.
magical effects.
Hey, all right, Sean, I get it. Sure.
One day when Wiswick becomes a boss, he can do that too. For a whole season, I let you do that. All right, Wiswick. So that was your action. You still have your bonus action and movement.
I don't use it.
Okay. There's only one cultist left. They're pretty shook. But they are still there.
Our
Yep.
allies.
Oh, sorry. Well, they're a bit
They have the
preoccupied.
undead to deal with. Never
Yeah, they're a
mind.
bit preoccupied. Yeah. I'll say they still have the undead to deal with. Your right flank, though, has less undead to deal with, so they'll probably be available sooner than the other ones.
Okay.
Your left flank is probably pretty much incapacitated for the rest of the fight, unless it goes really long. The other ones, though, I'll say in two rounds they'll be available again, because they're dealing with a lot less. All right, so that guy, though, he is going to. What's he going to do?
What's he going to do, Sean? What's he going to do?
What's the range on that? Okay. He is going to. Wow, guys are. Nope, that's useless against you all. How are you all? He is going to aim for Curon and the two guards behind you. Two mercenaries behind you. He is going to. You see, he stands up. He's kind of dazed and stumbling as his body is reforming into its proper form. And he kind of looks forward, and you see, holds a hand out. You can see the small black sphere shoots out of his hand through the battlefield, and it lands between Curon and these two guards, and then bubbles out to a as he's cast Ivard's black tentacles. So Curon, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw. And a dexterity saving throws for the two guards as well.
All right, I got 11.
They get +5 to this.
One of them got a 14, and the other one got a 21.
All right, so the 21 succeeds.
But me and my brooder, we both get hit.
Yes.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Why you do this?
It's not a lot of damage.
Excuse me.
It's 11 points of bludgeoning damage. It is the one who saved doesn't take any damage.
Cool.
And you are restrained by the tentacles within. So as you're within this, you watch as the even the blizzard, any light is swallowed up by this, as you're just hearing the slithering, slimy sounds of this otherworldly entity that is now wrapping its tentacles around you, tightening its grip upon you. You are currently restrained.
Get away, foul beast.
You can use your action to make a strength or dexterity saving throw to break free.
Okay.
Okay. But that is the cultist's turn. Curon, you are up.
I'm gonna. Wait. What's restrained again? I always forget.
You can't move and you have disadvantage. Pretty sure.
Conditions.
I want to break free.
Yep. And you have disadvantage on dex saving throws.
Okay. But other things, I can still do other things.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is.
Oh, you are technically right now considered completely blinded because of the black darkness, with the magical darkness within the.
Oh.
within
Did my spirit
spell.
weapon still attack the cultist?
Yeah, I get technically, yeah, because it is still pretty close to it.
Okay. So we'll start with that. That's a dirty 20.
That'll definitely hit.
What a way to go. Fell off a building.
And that'll be 20. Nope. 16 points of force damage from that. I just realized I have to roll concentration for my aura of life. I fail. So we don't have resistance to necrotic damage anymore. I'm going to cast. She's been using a lot of. Oh no! I'm going to fucking. I meant to turn undead. Channel divinity. Turn undead.
Okay.
Have all these undead mofos make a wisdom saving throw DC 17 for me, please.
DC 17. Okay. All right. Okay. She gets a 25.
Okay.
The behemoth that's stunned fails, but he's stunned also. So he's stunned, but he can look. He looks over and he's terrified of you. He can't do much. He's dazed. He's just like.
Garen gives him a wink.
Terrified of the horrific, I imagine, like horrific, radiant, like voice that bellows from this darkness, trying to turn them. Okay. So what was that? That was your action?
Yeah, is the other guy within 30 feet of me?
Which other guy?
The guy that just.
Oh,
got
good question.
summoned.
Good question. Good question. He is just out of range.
Alright, well, I should have asked that beforehand. Alright, ends my turn.
It's okay. All right. Katya, you're up.
Hey, I'll finish off this thing. Hopefully, maybe. All right. The blizzard's still up, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is gonna be straight rolls. Because he's still stunned until the end of my turn. Natural 20!
Woo!
For a 30!
Excellent. How do you want to smash this guy's face in? Because there's no possible rolling you can make where you won't kill him.
Excellent. I would. Oh man, I'm so happy. I would like to just. I have my staff, and I just want to swing it and just like knock its head straight off.
Easy enough to do. You watch as, just as all of that other, everything all just happens at once. There's a black hole in one corner. There's this whipping blizzard moving around. There's this dragon, half-dragon monstrosity in front of you, undead. You just kind of look at the creature and you're like, I'm done with you. And just smack its head clean off with a sweep. And it goes flying and it collapses to the ground, dead.
Excellent. For my second attack, I would like to aim it. I'm gonna do all the next 3 strikes are gonna be on Narasov because I'm gonna do my second attack, my hasted action, and then I'm bonus action Unarmed Strike because I am out of key points.
Okay. Oh, you get 1 key point back because of your staff rejuvenates 1 key point for you when you get nat 20s.
Thank God. Excellent. Cool. All right, so disadvantage. Oh my God, I rolled another natural 20. It's disadvantage though, right? Because of the blizzard?
Yes.
Right.
All right, well, still a 27.
That'll hit.
Okay, so that is 14 points of force damage.
Okay.
So now for my hasted action.
Also, does she have to make concentration checks for this?
On what? For what?
The blizzard?
She does
Oh,
have to make concentration checks for
okay.
the blizzard.
Alright.
Thank you for reminding me.
Do you wanna do that now?
Yeah, let me do that. So you got 13, so it's a 10. Yeah, I mean, it's the kind of situation where unless you're dealing a lot of damage, like, she's going to pass because of her
Right.
modifier.
Plus 10.
Yeah, it's his boss modifier, so you imagine it's... She'd have to roll
Yeah.
really bad. She makes the save for her concentration.
Alright, cool. So, hasted action.
Go for it.
19.
19 is... that'll hit.
Okay, so that is 12 points of force damage.
Nice.
And now, for my unarmed strike, I do that with my hand, right? Not with my monk weapon, not with my cobalt thing.
Correct, so it's your martial arts damage die.
Yeah. Oh, almost another natural 20. 23.
That'll hit. Nice. A good round here.
Mm-hmm. 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice. Nice. You dealt a lot of damage to her.
So satisfying. Great.
Okay. All right, excellent. Anything else?
Nope, that is all I can do.
Okay. All right, it is the other creatures. Okay. All right, so you see this creature. It just takes like a few steps on the ice as you watch. Each foot comes down, and the water freezes beneath its foot. You see it takes the sword off of its shoulder, which just falls down with such weight, and it's kind of dragging it also on the ice. And you see before it even gets near you all, you see it holds the sword up. You see at the tip of the sword a ball of kind of like, it looks like fire at first, but then it turns blue. And you see it just swings the sword, and this ball just flings out towards you all. It is not going to hit Katya, but it will hit Timber, Curon, and the two guards in the back. As it launches a Hellfire Orb at you all.
Oh no.
I need dexterity saving throws.
You want a dex saving throw from me?
You want one from me?
No, you're too far. That tower is a very good place to be until one of them decides to hit the tower.
That's no problem as long as I don't keep, if I keep missing everything.
That's true. That's true. Sorry, Timber, what'd you get?
28.
All right, so you save, and with evasion, that means you take no damage, right?
Correct.
Okay. Curon, what'd you get?
I got a 9. One of the guards got an 18. And the other guard got a natural 20.
Ooh.
So the guards save,
Good for them.
but this is going to probably deal enough damage to kill them.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And me, right?
Probably.
What are you at, Kira?
I'm actually at 41. I'm not doing terrible. Because
Yeah,
I've actually stayed out of the fighting for once. Instead of
This
charging
is the
in.
longest you've lasted in combat, I think.
Nope. No one ever made any bets, but, you know, there's still a huge jackpot. Where Huron goes down, killed by an ally.
Oh, Clayton and I have an underground bet going.
Oh.
Okay.
We've doubled enough things like 3 times already.
Yeah.
Yeah, pot is pretty hefty.
Yeah.
So that is... There's 2 damage types here. 21 cold damage.
There.
And 36 necrotic damage.
Kiran goes down.
No!
Okay.
Biggest surprise.
None of you know that though, because he's within a black hole.
Oh. Wait.
You
And I should have made that roll with disadvantage. The deck save, and one of the guards
Well,
should have made it with disadvantage, but that's
they're dead anyway. Also,
right.
you see, no, I guess no one would see that, but the 2 guards are down. You're on. You are down.
Fine.
Don't worry, I have the real Kiran right here.
That is the Death Knight's turn.
Death Knight, more like. Nope, yeah, that's aptly named. Never mind.
Yeah.
Breath Knight.
Kaze, you're up.
I don't notice Kieran go down, right?
You can't see anything inside the
Wow,
spell the cultist
Kiran
cast.
would probably be like.
Yeah, I'd say noise does escape, so you would hear the familiar death cry of Kieran.
Oh, my back.
And he's inside of a monster's spell, so that probably is concerning.
Okay. What do I do? Can I? I'm being greedy here, and I know it. Am I?
It's all good. Be greedy.
Can I feed Kieran or run over to the noise, and possibly feed him a potion using my reaction and my bonus action?
I would say it's going to cost you all of your movement also. Because you have to find him, kind of. And I know he's really close by. Actually, no.
50 feet?
I'd say
50 feet?
bonus action and... No, yeah, 50 feet's too much. I'm going to say half your movement. I'll take half your movement.
All right.
So 25 feet, reaction and bonus action, you can feed him a potion.
I will feed him
You
a greater healing
you desperately grasp for him inside of the dark. You do find his body unconscious on the ground, and you are able to carefully, using all of those actions, feed him a potion with your.
And I give him a nice slap on the stomach. Get up! Get up! I
didn't see that.
And then with my rest of my movement, I'm gonna go over to Narasoth, and I am going to punch her.
Yeah.
With my action, I want to get flanking position with Katya. So if I can go the other side, I would be in the way of the hands, and I know it.
Yeah, you would be. The hands are fine though; they can move. But the problem is that you'd be in the water.
Can you stand
you-
on water?
He can run on water, but he can't stand on water.
Correct.
So you would have, you'd essentially be attacking. I mean, you're already attacking with disadvantage, so I guess it's fine. But you'd be like floating in the water and trying to punch up from the water. I mean, you can get up to puncher, you just can't get flanking right now.
Well, if I can't get flanking, then there's no
Yeah.
point. So I'll just go back to the platform and punch her with disadvantage anyway. So, let's see. Is that gonna roll? Oh, okay, there it goes. 15. Does not hit.
15 does not hit.
Roll my second one. Another 15. Fucking, I hate this. Actually, no. I'm going to do something.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 2... Wait, hold on a second. Let me just make sure I get this right. Does anybody know what's AC?
Katya hit with a
19 hit.
19.
19? That's all we know? Okay. Then I'm gonna expel 2 key points to bring my 15 up to a 19.
That will hit.
It's an optional
Nice.
feature.
Excellent.
And then I'm gonna make it a stunning strike.
Woo!
Excellent.
Oh,
Natural 1.
I don't know. Oh yes.
hey!
I don't know. I accidentally rolled to attack again, but that's not what I meant to do.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Cool. That
You
is.
are successfully able to punch, kind of like you see Narasoth is standing above you, roaring down in your face. She's like 10 feet tall now. And you just stare back at her and I imagine just give like a quick like jab right to the neck, to the throat. And even her hulking form, she's just like and is incapacitated or stunned successfully. So go ahead with your next attacks with straight attacks.
This is my last attack with my action because I used my bonus and my reaction.
Oh, you're right.
But I did do 16 points of damage.
Nice.
Nice.
How much healing did I get? Did you roll that?
I did not. I will do that right now.
Thank you.
I always
My
forget.
rolls haven't been very good.
Well, what's a greater healing potion again? Does anybody know?
44 plus 4.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Boop, 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 boop. You get 10 points. Nice. 2, 1, 1, 2.
Oh,
We've all been there.
Gryffindor would be proud at least.
10 points to Gryffindor. That's a character from Harry Potter.
All right. So,
Fail.
Kaze, anything else?
Listen,
No, that's it.
I think that's all you can do, right?
That's all. I
Okay.
did a lot.
All right. So it is Narasoth's turn.
She's stunned.
done. Unless
thank
you.
you.
Into legendary resistance.
Thank you for reminding me that I don't have to think too hard about her turn.
He's done.
I also forgot about legendary resistance when you stunned her, but I was too excited to see a natural one as I was reading through. Yeah, that's her turn.
Planes
I
beside.
also imagine she can't do any of her other things like legendary actions if she's stunned.
Legendary actions, I think, are separate, but it's all right.
Yeah. All right.
you can't do actions or reactions.
Yeah, but
'cause they're
legendary.
incapacitated. It's still
Yeah.
an action, even if it's legendary.
It's not, but they don't happen on her turn anyway.
Yeah, it happens to
Um,
every other
That's right.
person.
Wiswick, you're up then.
I try and do it again, and she automatically fails strength saving throws for being stunned.
All right, I'll yeah, absolutely. 'Cause
Sean,
she can't. Well, it's not technically a reaction, but that's fine.
She
Um,
automatically fails strength and dex saving throws.
Yeah, I know, but she still has legendary resistance.
Oh, that's right,
But-
that's right.
But
Which she
I'm
should
gonna
have
s-
used last turn.
yeah, she should have used last turn. I'll allow. Yeah, absolutely, that works. You successfully go and grasp her with the freaking arms.
So
Freaking
the way
arms,
this works
yeah.
is, the hands are not having it. They've been missing and swiping at air all the time, so they go into like crazy hand mode. Like they were master hand before, but now they're swap crazy. And they just pound on her as hard as we can. That's a lot of dice. 45 bludgeoning damage, please.
Holy crap.
Also do a constitution saving throw. Concentration.
Yes, she does. Sorry,
It's pretty easy for her.
She is restrained on top of being stunned.
Yep. Jesus. Okay. She's looking pretty hurt. Concentration check. What was the total damage again? 45?
45.
So
So
23,
that's a
22.
23? Fuck. 22. You watch as she's sort of like struggling at her, like grasping at her neck as Timber brings this punch up to stun her, and in that moment she doesn't notice and she can't react, and these two massive titan earthen grasps grab onto her and almost like pull her in the air and then kind of strike her down on the ground. And they're holding on to her still as you see the blizzard almost stops completely in its tracks, all the snow falling at once, as it's no longer a blizzard around you and you have full vision.
Wiswick peeks out of the tower and just like jumps up in the air and like pumps his hand up and goes, "Yeah, I did it!" And then he screams out to all of the zombies, which I guess are disappearing, and he says, "We've got your master! You better go! You know, get out of here! I'll crush your head in! I'll do it!"
Excellent.
But I'm sure nobody can hear this.
They can hear it. There's a small voice on the air. Okay. So it is the cultist's turn now. And I accidentally closed their character sheet because I thought they were all dead.
Oh, right, the one cultist, yeah.
The one cultist, yeah. Alright, so he's concentrating on the
He just shoots
tentacles.
Wiswick as he's standing at the balcony saying this.
I mean, he's going to. He finally sees Wiswick, and Wiswick just grasped his master and then threatens them all. So he's gonna launch a fireball at the tower, or a necrotic fireball. Oh,
Got him.
and it's absorbed into nothingness. Fuck. That's the cultist's turn. Huron, you're starting within the black tentacles.
Would he... No, sorry.
What?
It was a question of, would he be released after he died?
No, that's actually a good question, but I actually even recently looked this up because I was wondering about it, but you're only released from something when you're dead. If you're unconscious, it still holds on to you. It's like restrained still technically applies to an unconscious body. So you're going to automatically take 3d6 because you're in the tentacles.
Oh, Jesus.
Cool.
Which is only 9 points of bludgeoning
Oh my
damage.
God.
Sure.
Huron, it is your turn though.
All right. Oh, my glaive went down.
Oh yeah.
All right. Huron's still in darkness. Pretty confused about what's going on. Is gonna like call out and be like, "What's going on out there? Is everything okay? What happened to me?"
You're absolutely able to respond to this. No order of initiative restriction.
You took a big blow. Just get up as best as you can. As fast as you can.
Heal yourself.
Yuvanya, grant me strength, and he's going to cast his Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay.
Where's the... Giving him 13 temp HP.
As well as it gives it at the end of their turn, right? Not
Yes, when someone else ends its turn, and there I can either grant it
Okay.
a temp.
Okay. And what's the
so
radius
I
on
guess
that?
It's 30 feet. So yeah, I guess
Excellent.
technically I don't get it right now. But,
Well, you will.
and then we're gonna drink the my greater healing potion, the one I have.
Okay.
Maybe you'll roll better than me.
Survey says I
You
do okay. So 14 points of healing there.
You can
Excellent.
live another tentacle crush.
And we'll remove that. Yeah,
I would
right.
allow like on your turns, you guys could also go in and try to break him free from it. Mostly, I'm allowing that because he's on the edge. If you had to go like into the heart of it, it would be harder. But because you would also be getting restrained. All right. Anything else, Kieran?
My turn.
All right. It is the Death Knight's turn.
there before me.
Oh, whoops! I wrote down a new list to try to because my
And
page
you
was full
left
of so
me
chaos,
off.
and I accidentally left Katya off.
Rude.
All right, so Katya, you are up. You heard Kuron's desperate cries inside the black hole. You are standing against a restrained Narasoth.
All right, I have a series of things that need to happen in a particular order. So I'm going to take my 2 attacks with the straight roll because Blizzard's still up, right? Or did Blizzard?
No,
go?
Blizzard's
Blizzard came
gone.
down, so everyone has advantage.
Yes. All right, so I'm gonna do my first 2 attacks on her with advantage.
Yep.
Natural 20!
Nice. So you also get a key point back.
Excellent. Thank God. All right. So, you know what? I never doubled the damage from the last time I did it, unless you did it for me.
I did not, so that's just another
Another 16.
16, yeah.
So 16 plus 16. I rolled max damage
Wow.
to 32.
Nice.
32
points.
Literally the highest crit you could possibly get. Plus, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus your modifier, so plus 5.
Oh.
Or no,
plus
what's your
five,
dex?
20,
Dex 5?
21.
Yeah,
6.
okay.
Yeah, it's plus 6 right now.
Oh, because it's a plus 1. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay,
that
so
was
38 damage.
Yep, for the
One
first
attack.
hit. For the first hit. Here comes number 2. Oh my god, it's another natural 20!
Holy crap!
Oh my god!
That's 4,
Zura by a
5.
Zura by a Zura.
You had D&D Beyond before this session.
Oh my gosh, no! It's because I rolled like shit last week.
All right, so that's another 6
You were due for
plus.
11,
Plus,
so 27
11.
points. Now I want to use my movement because my movement is currently a hunt. Oh,
Do you
to
have
redo it.
enough to do stunning strike?
She
how
got
much
1
is
key
that
point
cost?
back. She got 2 key points
I have,
back.
I have 2 key points.
Okay,
Yes.
so another stunning strike.
Yes.
That's con, right?
Yep. Con 15.
Oh my god, Sean.
Yeah!
I haven't rolled it yet. This is me preparing myself to roll.
I thought you had rolled it.
No,
Well, I celebrated too early.
that could cost you.
Damn it.
Oh, thank God.
Armor
25.
Damn it! All right. So now I want to use. I have 100 feet of movement right now because I'm hasted. So I want to use however much I need to get around to Kieran.
Okay. You can move through timber to avoid an attack of opportunity and get to Kieran.
Well, who would get an attack of opportunity?
Narasoth, because she's just restrained. She's
She's
not.
stunned still.
stunned
She's stunned
anymore.
until my end, my turn.
Yeah.
But she will have.
Oh, it was you who stunned her.
Yeah.
It was
She
you
can't
who
take
stunned her.
reaction. She can't take reactions.
Yeah, 'cause she's still stunned. So yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
All right.
Okay.
I want to use my hasted action to try and get him out.
All right, you need to break him from the tentacles. That's a
Yes.
dexterity or strength saving throw.
Dex, 100%. A Dex saving throw, and I currently, I believe, nope. Oh yes, because I'm hasted, I have advantage.
Yeah, you do. Fuck.
That was almost another natural 20. 17.
It's exactly what you needed.
Yeah! Excellent. Okay.
It's a really good round for you guys.
Yes.
So you can use what I'll say is you can use the rest of your movement to drag him back as far as you can if you want.
Well,
Because that was just to break him out of the tentacles.
yeah, I have 100 feet of movement right now.
I'm sorry, you can use a lot more than that because that is so fucking
So-
much. Do you
So
want
I
to?
want to pull him back as
You
much as I
have
can.
you have 85 movement left.
Okay,
You can
so-
it takes twice movement speed to drag. So how far away do you want to drag him?
Like just barely out of it because I want to use the rest of my movement to get around to, if I can, to get around to the sword guy in the back.
Sword guy is standing on water right now.
I can walk on water.
You can run on water.
Exactly, I can run on
But you
water.
can't
I have reach. I have
stand
reach.
on water.
My pole is reach.
He's not within enough space.
Well, I still would like to get over there to goad him on so he doesn't come after the party.
All right. So you have 85 feet of movement.
Yeah.
So to get to him from there, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. You only need 30 to get near, like, towards him.
Okay.
So that leaves you with 55 feet of movement left. So you can drag Kieran. I'd say you can drag Kieran so he's at least a little bit more safe, and still
Okay.
get over there.
And because I still have my bonus action, I want to use my last key point for Flurry of Blows, and because I can run on water, I want to use that movement to run towards Sword Boy and run back.
Okay, you will fall into the water right afterwards and be in difficult terrain, just so you know.
Okay,
Which
that's
you
fine.
have, you have haste, so it's not that bad. And then a haste that can't be broken by.
Right.
So I'm gonna say you can get Kieran back here.
Perfect.
So he's in a safe place.
Okay.
And you can get up to our bad boy over here and do your flurry of blow attacks on him.
All right. And no sort of advantage on this one because he's just Sword Boy. That
Yes.
is a 29.
That'll hit.
And that is 12 points of force damage. And last
Okay.
one. 27.
That'll hit.
That is 15 points of force damage. Or
Excellent.
some of that is piercing.
I know. But it's a magical weapon, so it doesn't matter.
All right, cool. And that's it.
All right. My goodness. Okay. He is gonna. So you come running up. You do all of this. Natural 20s all over the place. You're just beating the shit out of Narasoth while she's held by rocks.
Holding the arms up like this.
Yeah, I imagine they're holding her up like that. But you're just fucking wailing on her. You're splitting the scales. She's bleeding this blue-green blood. And then you dash over, almost sliding underneath her, between her and Timber, to reach out for a Kieran, and you're just able to properly get him out of the tentacles, drag him out, as she's kind of like growling down now, as slowly the stun is coming off, and Timber's staring up at her, ready to stun her again, because I know he's gonna.
I already did I stun her again, or did she save?
She saved.
No, she saved.
She saved.
You drag Kieran back so he has half cover over behind some rocks and trees. Dart over and whack your spear into this guy. You watch though, like you hit him hard, but he's just sort of standing there with the sword on his shoulder, look in his skull and at the head, just looks down at you, eyeless. You can see this like root breaks off from the eye and falls into the water as you like hold up your staff and fall splashing into the water as you need to wait to keep yourself up, and he's just staring down at you, and the sword just
Yep.
as he's gonna come down on you with all 3 of his long sword attacks. Okay, these are really strong.
I'm really strong.
Strong like ox.
Strong like ox.
First one is a 19.
Miss.
Second one is a unnatural 20.
Miss.
And the last one is a 30.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Are you sure? I think you're hasted. I think it goes up to 30.
Yeah, hasten is actually plus 10. Would still just hit. Okay. Alright, so where are these stupid dice? Alright, so that is you're going to take. Oh, whoops, I rolled the wrong dice. So this is 2 hands. Alright, so you're gonna take 10 points of slashing damage. And then 18 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, we're not resisting anymore, right?
No. So that sword comes swinging into you, and you feel it like hits you in the gut and lifts you out of the water, and you're almost like hanging on it as it's cutting into you, cutting through your gi. You're not even wearing armor. And then like he like holds you up like that as the water's dripping off of you, and just slams you down into the water again as you feel the necrotic damage boiling in your blood, which will bring us to the top of the initiative order with Kaze. But I think we should take a quick 5-minute break because we've been going for a while.
Please.
So you can start thinking a little. We can use the restroom, and we'll jump back into the fight when we come back. So we're gonna take a 5-minute break, folks. Please stick around and join us for the back half of this episode. See you soon. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to
There you go.
welcome back to Advantage in Paradise. We are in the midst of quite a epic fight right now, as they are fighting our powerful enemy Narasoth, who is pretty incapacitated at this point, and her Death Knight servant. We left off at the top of initiative with Kaze.
I am going to wail on her. Action and fury.
Is it at the top or the bottom of your turn that
End.
she is unstunned?
End.
Okay. So you have advantage on this.
Si, senor. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. First one's 25.
That will hit, good sir.
Oh my god, it's on a corner. Come on, I can't see what it is. Oh, okay, it's 10. No, it's 10 plus 4, so 14 damage. Next attack. I don't think it's gonna hit with an 18.
18 just hits.
Okay,
There's the AC.
there she is. That's 15 points of damage. Fury of blows. Come on, give me something. All right, 27. Another 14 points of damage.
Jesus.
Damn it! I didn't get what I wanted. And that's the 13 points of damage.
Wow. These frickin' monks. Frickin' monks.
Nope, mug shit.
Okay. She is still alive.
She is. I am done with my turn.
Okay, so she's no longer stunned, but she's still...
16 temp HP.
Nice.
Wow, thank you.
Am I outside that range, Kieran? Damn
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking something. Alright, so it is Narasoth's turn.
Did you stun her, Timber?
No,
He doesn't have any key points
No.
left.
I have 1 key point left, but I didn't use it.
Okay.
No key club. Or one key club.
One
I don't
key
have any
club.
left.
Okay, so first things first. She is going to, since it's the top of the initiative order, there's going to be the layer action. She is going to struggle to get the incantation off as she's being held. But Kaze, since you're right in front of her, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 15.
So that is a failure. She looks at you and she's staring directly in your eyes as she's like kind of held up by her arms and her wings spread out, and she looks terrifying to you as you're looking at her. There's almost like her form is taking on this dark, demonic gaze upon you as you see these glowing eyes. But then you see the wings flap and the water underneath her seems to splash up. And as it's splashing up through the planks beneath you, you see the water turns to grasping spiritual arms of all of the dead that she has, all of the souls she has killed and consumed are now reaching up desperately from the water, crying out for help. But there, as the arms pull up, you're surrounded by these specters that just sort of completely overwhelm you and then viciously spread out as you are going to take... Damn, I gotta stop closing things on here. a lot of necrotic damage.
Man, if only we had an R of life up. Really help out.
That's a lot of 6s. You're gonna take 60 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. I have resistance, so I'm take 30.
Sulk tattoo, baby.
The
Alright,
one
so you
time
take-
I didn't cast counter spell.
This is not a, this is a layer action.
Count as a
So on
layer.
her turn,
Everything's a spell tick.
I know.
Oh, I hit with your greatsword?
She,
Counterspell.
she moves 30 feet. Counterspell. She is going to use her action to try to break out of. Actually, what is restrained?
DC 20 strength saving throw. Restrained is his movement 0,
Okay.
disadvantage on attack rolls, and disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
All right, so she could still attack.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Just a disadvantage. Or,
Okay.
you know, a spell.
Yeah. All right, she's going to turn the best she can, looking over and seeing Wiswick being the bane of her existence right now. She is going to reach up, point a finger over at you, Wiswick. Is this an attack roll? Nope, actually, she can't do that. It's not enough range. She'll have to go with the harder spell. You can't. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna do,
Counterspell it!
okay. At what level do you cast counterspell?
You know, this level is very tempting because I do have a slot. But I also have a 4th level slot.
Up to you.
Let's do 5.
Okay, I'll need you to give me a roll for this because there's a 6th level spell.
Of course. He knew I didn't have any of
So
those.
16 is the DC.
Okay, that's doable, I think.
You got this.
Yeah, it's just an intelligence roll.
It's
You
just
got
straight
that plus
intelligence.
5. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 19.
Fuck. You have counterspelled the disintegrate that was targeted at you.
Woohoo!
That must feel good. All right.
My turn?
Wiswick, you're up. You
Crush
you
it.
bastard.
I mean, the goal isn't to kill us, is it, Sean? It's supposed to have a good time.
I'm
What?
joking.
Time. I wanna
I'm
die.
joking, Stefan.
This is way better than, like, just easily getting through 44 damage.
My boss has been restrained and stunned for the last round, and is still restrained.
Yeah, I mean, Sean's gotta
But,
have his fun, too.
No,
For-
I'm joking. I am overjoyed when you guys do these types of things. I'm allowed to be upset sometimes, Kieran. What are you doing on your turn, Wiswick?
44 bludgeoning damage with the hands. Say it.
Say what?
Oh,
I just wanted to say
uh,
Please?
just the reaction from Sean after you said
You do. Wait, sorry. How much was it again?
44.
44 bludgeoning damage.
Jeez. Okay. Because I can't do anything. Because
Are they still doing this? Are they just going?
No, I imagine they clap real quick.
Yeah,
Like
do
she's a
that one.
freaking bug.
It's either that one or he punches from the top, like.
Okay. I should have tried to escape. That's her turn. Or that's you have a bonus action still. You can cast a spell.
I'm going to Misty Step out of the tower this time.
Nice.
And I'm going to Misty Step somewhere out of vision, so nobody can do that to me again, because I don't want to get. Yeah, that's good.
Probably in the trees somewhere.
That's great.
I just imagine Wiswick like running with their hand. Ah!
Yeah, I know, right?
More
Okay.
Like, Pink Panther, like.
You would hear Narasov barking some kind of orders in Draconic to the Death Knight. Anyway. Okay. At the end of Wiswick's turn,
I roll stealth for hiding.
you can't. You aren't a rogue. You use your action.
But Scarlet taught him how to be a rogue.
Did she?
She did when she, and she did by,
I don't think that
By
ever
example.
happened.
I have a
By
clip.
example.
I have a clip. I'm gonna find it.
Anyway.
Sure.
Kaze, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
You have advantage.
Ooh, thank you
Hero's
for the reminder
Feast.
for that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Fuck. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Hero's Feast.
Oh, was that be
You're good.
frightened? Okay.
It's a frightened effect, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So,
I ain't
you
scared
win.
of no ghosts.
Okay. Then, Cultist is up. Actually... Where's me? Wiswick?
Hit and run tactics. They'll never find me.
Do you wanna, yeah, I'm gonna move you so you actually right, because you said one. So the cultist doesn't do that. Okay. Well, the cultist is gonna drop the, Vard's tentacles, because it saw you drag Huron away.
And when you say Kira, cultist, are you referring to Sword Boy?
No, I'm referring to that cultist that's still there that no one's dealt with.
Where is it?
In the back, that little black dot back there.
Yeah.
Little sad
That
boy
one.
who saw all his
Yeah.
homies
Yeah.
killed. The two
okay. Right.
near fusion, the fusions you've disrupted him
Yeah.
in.
All right.
The one who fell off a tower. The one
Yeah,
who
he's
watched
seen
all
a
his
lot.
friends die. The one,
Yeah,
the one that has the
exactly.
most trauma.
Oh man. Oh
Yeah.
my god. So we have the cultist, Sword Boy, Narasoth, and that's it, right?
Yeah, cultist is actually going to.
Oh, and all the zombies attacking our allies.
Well, yes, that too.
cultist is actually going to run to cover. And I'm Wiswick. Give me a stealth check. This is not like a permanent hide stealth check, but you are really cultist is very close to you. So I just
Okay.
want to see if he'll see you.
How's a 7 do?
The cultist sees you. In which case, he will attack you with a spell. But you use your reaction, so. Wait, no, you get your reaction back because it was just your turn. If you want to counterspell it, but if not, it's a dexterity saving throw from you.
I'm gonna take the hit.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a dex saving throw.
I got a 10.
Makes it.
All right. You are going to take. So you see, it fires off a little bead of green light that comes towards you and explodes with necrotic energy in the space you're in. You're going to take 45 points of necrotic damage.
Alright. That's a spell. Alright, sure. Yes, alright.
Are you still up?
I'm still up.
Concentration check for Titan Script.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Uh,
So I have to beat a 22? Right?
Yes.
Okay. You know, this is fine. All I have to do is roll in that 20. I got a 19, 21. Didn't make it.
So
Okay.
close.
So the Titan's grip leaves the battlefield, and Narasoth is released. Huron, you're up. Katya, you're on deck.
All right.
So you're right here, Huron.
Mm-hmm. How? If I using my 30 feet of movements, can I stand so that I am within 30 feet of all my allies and all these enemies?
Standing and then moving. You have 30 feet, right?
Yes. So, oh shoot, I forgot I was prone.
Click it here. Push it high. Actually, you can get. You can. You have just enough movement to get Katya within 30 feet, as well as the Death Knight.
So we're gonna do that. And then we're going to cast. Yeah, we're gonna cast Spirit Guardians 4th level.
Choice. Okay. So, your Spectral Guardians, the Sentinels of Illuvania, the 4 of them usher out and begin to rotate around you. Does this deal damage on the first summon, or is it just the start of their turns?
It's only I always forget that Spirit Guardian's a 15-foot radius, so I at least get Nair softened.
Yes, and you still get you still get Katya in your Twilight
Yes.
Sanctuary.
Exactly. That's
Okay,
that's
so
good.
just Narasoth would take this hit, right?
Yes, as the specters of Illuvania come to help me out, please.
Okay, and what kind of saving throw is it?
Wisdom DC 18.
Natural 20.
I hate you. Well, she
Still
still
takes half damage.
Sorry, I don't really hate you, Sean.
I'm not. I'm not trying to kill you, Kieran.
I know.
You're just someone who has to be in places because of your
Yeah.
cleric, and there are often
Right.
places where bad things happen, even
Right.
when you're trying to avoid the bad places. It's still
And it's
the
almost like I
cleric.
didn't make my character to have a high AC, or I've done nothing to really go after that high AC. I keep saying I'm gonna get the heavy plate armor.
or I'm gonna get that shield.
Yeah. Oops. So
Well, he needs
half
an arm
of
to do that.
23. That's also
It's growing back. It's almost
It's
there.
growing back.
so 12
He's growing
radiant
up.
damage to Miss
Nersoth.
Nersurf.
Miss Aerosol.
Yes, Miss Aerosol.
You gotta lean into it as a DM when your players make fun of your characters' names.
It's true.
Okay, that is your action and your movement. Anything with your bonus action?
Bonus action.
It's also difficult terrain for them, right? Within the Spirit Guardian.
I don't think so. That'd be cool.
An affected creature's speed is halved in the area.
Yes. Hey, you're right. What are you looking at this?
That's what I do every time when I'm Google. I as soon as you say I cast a spell, I'm like Google that spell.
Yeah, I would do the same thing. Yes. So I'm going to just see if I get a bigger chunk of temp, and otherwise end my turn.
Excellent.
Cool. 14.
Katya, you are up.
Am I prone right now?
Oh, hold up. Actually, sorry. Before you do that, you are technically you're not prone. Your movement is just halved because you're swimming. Technically, sorry. I just have to check one thing
Plenty
quick
of movement. Let's see.
before your turn starts. All right. She is going to use one of her legendary actions at the end of Kieran's turn, and she starts to beat her wings and float up. Each creature within 10 feet of her, which is Kieran and Timber, need to do dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Bleh.
8.
15.
Oh no.
Both failed. So you're going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're knocked prone. As you look up, and when she beats her wings, like she's big, but she's not like the wings are beating with the strength of an adult dragon, though. So you're feeling much more of a give as this wind is picking up as she flies up in the air. And she can take half her flying speed. Where is it? Which is great. So she's gonna grab some stuff. She is now flying.
Look at her go.
Why would she do that?
Why would you do this?
Oh wait, did she start her turn in Spirit Guardians? She has
Yes,
to
she did.
make that wisdom save.
No.
Haha! I knew she would die.
She's repeat the save.
Yeah. And technically, she's still affected by it.
So actually, she can only do half that flying.
Yeah.
So she's only 20 feet up in the air.
Yes.
I'm kid you not. She just got another natural 20 on that.
All right. Okay, we'll whittle her down.
Still
Like
half
a
damage.
Whittler. 7 radiant, please.
That's
And thank
halved.
you.
Okay.
Why is that halved?
Right?
I already halved it.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. I was telling Sean that it was halved for him, so he didn't have it again.
Okay. Cool. Katya, your turn is up now. You are swimming.
I'm swimming. Can I touch the bottom?
No.
Or am I like treading water?
You're
Yeah,
treading
that's
water.
fine. It's fine. I'm strong. Dexterous, maybe not strong. I'm dexterous. All right. I am still going to. I'm going to use all 3 of my actions, or all 3 of my attacks, plus my bonus action Unarmed Strike on Swordboy.
Okay. Go for it.
Nope. First one is a 13.
I will not hit.
Second one is a 25.
That will hit.
And that is 19 points of spear damage.
Nice.
And number 3 is a natural 20, so I get a key point back!
Nice.
All right, excellent. Oh, I'm so happy. All right, so that's going to be 16 plus...
It's your third nat 20 tonight.
Yep, Katya's coming in clutch.
22.
She was rolling all below 5 last session, so it's
28.
It's good karma. 28.
28
You
damage.
so that's the max 16 and then another roll on. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled 2 3s.
Okay.
All right. So that was.
He's looking rough though. He's looking a little
now,
rough.
Now that I have a key point back, flurry of blows.
Go for it.
26.
That will hit.
Let's do 100. I don't want that. Okay. 7 plus 6, 13 points of spear damage. And last one. Another 26.
That will hit. How much was the damage on that last one? Sorry.
15, I think you
13.
said.
13. And then this is 14 points of damage.
Nice. Pop, pop, pop,
Pop,
pop.
pop, 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 pop.
The Death Knight is starting to look bloodied at this point.
Yeah, it is. It's totally
As you
gonna
can
dish
see,
about
you
me
can
next
see
time.
a crack shoots through the skull of the Death Knight. It still has this unnerving lack of affect or anything. Granted, there's no skin or muscle or flesh to affect. All right, it's the Death Knight's turn now.
Yeah, and this is where
Real
Katya
quick,
comes in.
Katya gets 12 temp.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Okay.
Has it been 10 rounds of combat yet?
No.
All right, cool. I just want to make sure haste is still up.
Okay. All right, so the Death Knight is going to attack you, Scarlet.
What?
Woof.
Woof! Scarlet's not here. God damn it!
Yes,
Okay,
it's
fine.
going to go and attack Scarlet's body.
This is how she died. She died in water.
It'll use its bonus action to cast Staggering Smite.
The fuck is that?
First one is a 17. Second
Nope.
one is a 16.
Nope.
And the last one is a 22.
Ah, just hits.
Okay. So that is 7 points of slashing damage, and then 28 points necrotic damage,
I'm
and
down.
then also. Oops, that's D6s.
I'm down. You don't have to keep rolling damage.
And then another
I'm down.
12 points of psychic damage.
Great. Great. Yeah, great. Great.
Failed death saving throw.
Do I have a
if-
failed death saving throw?
No, because those
You-
were all one
I think
attack.
so, yeah.
Do you have a racial trait?
Oh, yes. I'm at 1. Thank you for the
Okay.
reminder.
Sorry, I didn't. I just want to make sure that you don't go down.
Thank you.
That's right. Can you describe how you fall and then come back up
Yes,
with your warrior's
absolutely.
lineage?
Yes, absolutely. So I wail and doing all sorts of spinny cool things with my staff, and then kind of just waiting there and knowing that it's going to 100% come down on me. So as soon as that third attack hits, I imagine it goes through my stomach again, and as he rips it out, I'll just like fall back in the water, and like that slow motion sinking in the water, and then all of a sudden stand back up, pointing my spear at him and say, "Not yet."
Pointing your spear up as you're swimming.
Yes, not yet.
What do we say to death?
Not today.
Because, like, I imagine Katya, like, to hit him, like, runs in the water to get on top of the water, circling him and thwacking him with her
Yeah.
blows before falling back into the water. Yeah.
Definitely.
Built monk shit. All right. Kaze, you're up.
Alright, seeing Bird, I'm gonna use half my movement to get out of prone.
Mhm.
I am going to shoot her
Shoot!
with my arrows of justice. Pew! That is a natural 20,
Yeah.
sir.
You expending charges?
No, I have no charges left.
Oh, okay.
And wow, okay. It's 21 damage for the first hit. And then I will take again. Ooh, that's a 27.
That'll hit.
And that is... Oh, I'm sorry. Add, I'll just tack on the damage to this one. This is 20 damage. I was supposed to add
Hexblade?
4 damage last time.
How do you want to do this?
Yes!
All right, so I like to imagine that the spirit guardians are like, you know, holding her down a little bit. You know, as she's trying to go up. So imagine, like, I don't know how you want to describe the spirits, Huron, but anyway, I imagine like just kind of like stars or whatever. I don't know, like little twinkles. And she's trying to get up slowly, but she's trying to maneuver up. And Timber Kaze just sees this moment, gets up, and just takes 2 shots. Well, one to one of her wings and her air wings. So she spins around and then takes another shot right to the forehead as she's spinning around.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
By the way, also, Kiran, your battalion is going to be active on the top of this initiative order at 20. You could do one of 2 things. You can order them to help you or to help the other group. Helping you will obviously benefit you in this. Helping the other group will save lives with the other group. But anyway, you dart up from that prone position, having been hit hard. You stare up, you aim that arrow properly. It hits her right in the proper spot, not through the wing, but in the muscle under the arm. That throws her to the side before her head is in that perfect spot. You see the arrow hits in the head, and her head goes flying back, and you see the whole form start to fall to the ground. Fall. Is that your whole turn? Or do you have like bonus action left?
I have a bonus action left, but I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do yet. Can't exactly hold a bonus action. Do I have anything left I can do? No. Oh wait, hold on. I gain HP back
Oh, nice.
because Hexblade's curse. I gained 3 HP.
That one part of Hexblade's curse everyone forgets about. Because all they care about is the 19 crit.
Right. Exactly. And the proficiency damage.
Yes.
That's what I very much appreciate. I'm going to do nothing with my bonus action. I would normally hex him, but I'm afraid.
So, you all see except Wiswick, who can't see really from where he is.
16 temp.
Oh, you are an angel.
You see Narasoth's form falling from the sky. You feel a sense of excitement from that victory. As her broken form is falling, you see, maybe Kiran might notice this first as he's right below her. You see the eyes go blank. You see the form start to wither. But then, Kiran, you would hear in your mind going faster and faster and faster and faster as you recall that pale heart she pulled from the dragon. As you would see her eyes, before she hits the ground, open back up. A burning pale white light. As the form 3-point lands on the water, as the water freezes underneath them and the wings spread out. As you'd hear a voice coming from her that is not Narasoth's. You've heard her cackle in Draconic and say spells. This voice is deep and emanating. And she's staring daggers at Kiran. Is this voice just... I want to just say assuming control, because I'm on a Mass Effect kick right now. So I'm going to say assuming control. As you hear a deafening voice, Kiran, this is Herfost.
Him to mobilize.
As Herfost has taken control of the avatar of Herfost. Kiran, you can do your layer action with your army. What would you like them to do?
I don't even think Kiran would need to say anything, as Oriel is a good leader, and he would know to bring those soldiers to help the townsfolk.
Okay. Good. So Oriel will maybe you like share a glance between each other. No words are
Yeah.
spoken, but it's understood as you see this dragon landing, and he looks past. He looks at you for a moment, like you got this, and then he goes on, and you see they start to rush forward. I will say he leaves the harpoon team with you, so you can use
Okay.
them.
That actually would make sense. So Kieran will, seeing that, looks over at the harpoons and just, weakly, because he's on the ground prone, low on health, already knocked unconscious once, point to the avatar and just give a nod.
Go for an attack.
Ooh. Damn it. 9.
You watch as this chain flings out, and this harpoon shoots out. And Narasoth, not even Narasoth, she's gone. The avatar of Hairfost catches the harpoon before it hits her in the face and squeezes it as you see ice form all around it, and then she just shatters it into shards of ice and drops it on the ground. It's her turn now.
By the crescent heart. What are we going to do?
Oh no.
She's going to use a layer action before her turn on the initiative 20 to try to regain spell slots.
Oh boy.
She regains a 5th level spell slot. All right. So as she steps forward, or hovers really, she doesn't really walk.
Oh, she started her turn. She has to wisdom saving throw.
Yes. Wisdom, right?
Yes, sir.
That is a 15.
All right, so she takes full damage, which is
Excellent.
24 radiant damage.
Woo!
Nice.
Very nice.
As she floats into your space, Kieran, you watch as your 4 sentinels all rush at once with 4 slashes of their glaives, all coming down on her, and you can see the spectral blades cutting through her, and you can tell the damage is rippling through the form, but she's unflinching as this pale, fiery eye is set on you. The beacon of Ilyuvania in this space, as Hairfost looks. She floats up above you all, and Hairfost looks down at you, Kieran, and just says, "He's coming for us all. You will not interfere." And she'll turn a hand to Timber, looking down at you with somewhat of a grin. And Timber, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Counterspell?
What level
Yes.
counterspell?
What
He's
level
got a
did you
5th.
ask?
Yeah.
I only have a 4th level spell for it,
That might
but
do
I'm
it.
doing it anyway.
Well, guess
Come on,
what?
Musicbed.
That was a 4th level spell, so it does not go off.
Yes!
You beautiful,
Yes!
you beautiful
She was-
gnome.
She was
Amazing.
casting, she was casting Blight on you.
Oh.
So for a second, Timber, you feel almost like your body is like straightened out, and you feel like her grip on your throat, and you can feel the energy sapping from you before you see a flick of light and magical words that you can tell is Wiswick's counterspell as you're dropped back down and the spell is consumed.
Ugh. Thank you, Wiswick.
She growls as she stares at you now and says, she doesn't say anything. She just goes for 2 strikes on you. With
She mad.
her remaining attacks.
She's so mad.
You
He's
cast
very
spells
angry.
and attack.
She does. First one is a natural 1. The second one is a natural 20.
Aw.
Nice. Wait, no.
Wait, what are we doing? Okay.
We
Nice.
want other people to die.
Well, probably not Timber.
No,
Yeah, oh,
he's,
no.
he's a good boy.
24 points of slashing damage.
Ooh. Hurts.
Are you still up?
Yeah, by the blessed. The
By
blessed.
the blessed crescent
The blessed crescent heart.
heart.
By the croissant that is
That
granted
is her.
to me.
That is her turn. Wiswick, you are up. I will remind you that cultist is still hanging out near you.
I'm aware. But is it near me? Because I thought it just casted an AoE spell into the brush.
It's pretty damn close to you. If you look over here, actually, well, there's also a tree in the way.
Yeah, I cannot see it at all.
But you're right here, and he's right here.
Okay. Where did my golem go down, Sean?
Your golem went down right here. Right there.
Okay, I'm going to make for my golem where it went down.
That's gonna take a lot of movement from you.
Is there any way I can reduce that to?
You could, if do you have a Misty Step left?
No. Yes, I do. But then I can't do a cool thing.
So, with 50, so if you use your dash and your movement, you could get up to it with your dash and your movement. You'd have to use a dash action.
I would also use.
You'd
my
also have to
cool
jump
thing.
into the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna spend 35 feet to, 25 feet, my movement speed to, well, first I'm gonna cast Tasha's Mind Whip at 3rd level to hit the 3 targets, the cultist, the Death Knight, and the Avatar of Hairfrost. Intelligence
just-
saving throw.
Let me just check that real quick. You can't see Narasoth right now, but if you used your movement, you could.
Isn't she flying?
Not anymore. They brought her to the ground.
I thought she just went up in the air. All right.
No. She went up in the air. They killed her. She fell to the ground, and then Hairfos took control.
Well, then I'm only going to use a 2nd level spell slot to cast it on the 2 people that I can see.
Okay, cool. Just keeping everything kosher.
Fair enough.
All right, so the cultist rolled a 18, and the Death Knight was Wisdom, right?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Sorry. Okay, let me change-
Intelligence 18.
Okay, then that changes the cultist's roll. The cultist rolled a 15 instead.
Much
and
better.
The Death Knight rolled a 17.
So they both failed.
All right, excellent.
3d6 psychic damage, which turns out to be 10 psychic damage to both of them.
Okay.
And they could only take an action, reaction, or movement on their next turn. Or bonus action. One of the 4.
How much damage was that again? Sorry.
10 psychic to each one.
Okay. So the cultist is looking rough, but they are still alive.
I'm going to use the rest of my movement to go back and find cover behind, like heading further away from the combat. Like,
Okay.
yeah, towards the
You can
tower.
you can go through this like brush.
Yep.
And get towards the base of the tower.
I basically want to try and cut line of sight from that cultist, so it'll have to move in order to see me, and then it wouldn't be able to cast a spell because of,
Yeah,
concussion.
you can easily do that.
All right, that's my plan. I'm good.
All right, cool. All right, so that cultist is up, and he is gonna do exactly that. He is gonna try to look for you. He is not gonna be able to do anything but move deeper into that clearing.
Now we've got like a Lord of the Rings hiding from the what are they called? The
Urukai?
evil death guy? Yeah,
The
thank
Na-
you. Urukai too.
Oh, the Nazgul.
Nazgul.
Yeah, Nazguls.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Kieran, you're up. Katya, you're on deck.
Hey, that's a me. All right, 15 movement to get up.
Thought you were gonna do a Lord of the Rings reference, so I had to throw one in there.
Thanks.
With 15 feet of movement, can I get Senior Sword in my 15 radius?
15. Okay.
Now, unless you jump in the water, no.
Okay.
You can jump into the water and you can get him in. Well, no, really not. He's just a little bit too far out.
Okay, that is not
If you
a problem.
Well, actually, I mean, if you'd have to jump in the water
Right.
to get him within 15.
Okay. Okay. How is this avatar looking? Are they like, does it look like they got back up to some high health?
I wouldn't say they got up to full health by any
Okay.
means. They still look beat the fuck up.
Gotcha.
They're just it's like but they're like being ragdolled. So it's literally going to be like the avatar's going to be acting through it until it's like dust. As long as the avatar can do something, they're going to do something with this puppet.
All right. Second level spell, casting, spiritual weapon. Behind it. Wait, no. Wait. How are we doing on health, everyone? We have to double check that.
I'm at 1.
Yeah, she has 1 HP and she's
Okay.
right next to the Death Knight.
Bonus
I'm at
action.
6.
And she will have a turn before the Death Knight though, so she can get away from them.
So, bonus action, healing word.
Word.
Wait. Where is it? Oh, okay, yeah. Bonus action, healing word on Katya. 12 points of healing.
Ooh,
Yep.
That's pretty good.
And then Sacred Flame on Senorita Avatar. Dex saving throw, please.
Dex, that's 18.
That's my DC.
Okay, so it has no effect.
No. End turn. Let's see what I get for temp. Not a lot, but better than nothing. All right, and
Katya, you are up.
All right, how is this guy looking?
He's bloody for sure. Like like I said before, like it's hard. The easiest way to tell how he's doing is the skull, and you like send a crack shooting up the center of the skull.
All right.
As you can see, more like pollen and stuff falling out of him.
Okay. So I'm gonna go for my first hit. It's a 13.
Go for it.
Misses. Second hit. It's a 27.
That'll hit.
16 points of spear damage.
Okay.
Here comes my hasted action.
Go for it.
29.
That'll hit. You have enough key points for a stunning strike?
I'm out. 14 points of spear damage.
Okay. Bonus action?
Bonus action, unarmed strike.
Go for it.
27.
That hits.
Aww. Level 1. 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I mean, you wailed on him. You just dealt like 36 points of damage.
I know, but it
Um,
wasn't enough.
It was not enough. As you're just desperately you're like Sonic the fucking Hedgehog running around this guy, keeping yourself on the water as you're wailing on him with your spear and your punches and kicks and whatnot. But he is still alive, and it is his turn.
Frick. You're at tip HP.
He only gets an action, a move, or a bonus action.
Oh, good.
Thank God.
Wait. It's only
17, Katia.
It can only do one of his things, essentially. So you can either move, action, or bonus action. Cool.
He's a slow boy.
Okay.
Just trying to keep him busy.
He's going to attack you.
That's fair.
But he can only attack. He can't do anything else.
I was hoping you would run away, because then he doesn't have a reaction.
Oh, yeah. I mean, do you want to move? You have movement. Okay. So he'd have to move towards you. Well, no, he wouldn't. He could cast spells.
Well,
Do you want to move? Because he can. It's avoiding his longsword attack. Because you can tell that Wiswick has debuffed him with Natasha's mind whip, so he's moving slower and more. You notice an opportunity to move potentially without taking an attack.
And Kieran has his friends, his Ilyvania friends surrounding him, that if the enemy goes into, could do some extra damage.
Because you have 50 feet of movement.
100 feet of movement.
Well, you have some of it is halved in the water, but you'll get to the land, surface before it eats up the whole thing.
Yeah. All right. I'll get out of the water and stand. Just I don't want to go too far away because I still want him to be engaged with me.
Okay.
That's good.
All right. Excellent. So that changes what he'll do. Instead of taking 3 long swords to the face, you watch him turn and look to you. And you watch the ice freeze beneath his feet as he's moving closer towards you. He's a taste for your blood.
Gross.
But that's all he can do is
he
move.
within 15 feet?
He is just within 15 feet, so he will make that saving throw. What is it again? Wisdom?
Yeah, 18's the DC.
He succeeds with a 22.
Alright. Well, then
A half
he will
damage.
take 9 points of radiant.
Okay. You watch as soon as it comes up to you, Katya, you watch 2 out of the 4 sentinels zoom over and bring their size through him, and you see the skull crack even more. Okay.
Next turn. Next round.
Kaze, you're up. That's Kaze's action?
Yeah. And bonus action.
Kaze, is everything okay?
No. Actually, what's gonna happen is as Narsol is saying words to Kieran, Timur's just going to go and punch her right in the face, and keep punching her. Now, Sean, I have a question for you. Since I Hexblade cursed the body and she technically died, but now she's Avatar, do we still have the Hexblade curse on the body?
I'll say yes.
Okay, thank you. That's an 18.
18 will not hit.
Okay. Second attack. 20.
That will hit. They'll just hit.
I will do 14 points of damage. And I'm going to use my last key point to Fury Blows.
Nice.
No key club.
No key club. That's going to miss with a 17. Next
Oh.
attack.
Come on.
is a 17. I mean,
No.
27. 27. Sorry.
Okay.
I rolled a 17.
Okay. That will hit. That will hit.
I punch her in the face with another 15 damage. And that's it. That's all I got.
All right.
Well, you also got 13 temp HP.
Sorry.
Okay, so on the end of your turn, she will use a legendary action.
Counterspell?
Each creature within 20
Legendary
feet of her.
counterspell.
Each creature within 20 feet of her, which is all of 3 of you, needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Wait.
Fail.
11.
Oh, it's wisdom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
11.
Is a fail. Timber.
Oh, I failed. 11.
Okay. So you watch as all these attacks come towards her, and she looks down at Kiran, furious at losing that spell. And you see she tosses aside the glaive because she doesn't need it. As she just takes a hand and kind of touches her chest and pulls it out, and you can see this arcing light between where the pale heart is and her hand of this white pale light, and she then hits the ground and it shoots out to each of you these like bolts, cracks of negative energy that seem to almost break through reality themselves and hits you each in the chest as you feel life force drained away from you with this, as you each take 21 points of necrotic damage.
I don't count, do I?
You don't take that. You're too far away.
Oh, wait. Legendary action. Never mind.
As you watch parts of her scales that have been ripped off by the fighting start to reform across her.
I don't like that.
And that was her layer action.
Yeah.
Or no, legendary action. Sorry, legendary action. For her layer action, she's going to try to regain a spell slot. She regains a spell slot. And then on her turn,
He has to make a wisdom saving throw.
she has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
He gets a dirty
wait,
20.
Wait.
Oh, con save.
Okay, succeed.
Yeah. She rolled a dirty 20, so half damage.
Okay. So 10 radiant.
Excellent. All right, so as she's rejuvenating some of that power, you watch as it's almost like the necrotic energy is pulsing through, rejuvenating things, as the radiant energy of Kiran Sentinels is trying to rip it back down. On her turn, I'm gonna roll a d6. 1 and 2, this will hit Kiran. 3 and 4, this will hit Katya. 5 and 6, it'll hit Timber.
And when he says hit, he means takes down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When he says that, I'd say counter
Well,
spell.
Actually. How's
I have a
that?
fourth
What
level
level?
spell slot. Fourth level?
Roll.
Uh,
Roll.
Oh my god.
This is a 19 DC.
That's not so hard, guys.
That's a
It's
bad.
not so hard. I rolled a 19 the last time this showed
It's
up.
true.
That's a high spell.
This is hitting Timber, by the way.
No, it's not.
Literally teetering between 15 and 12, and it just tipped over on 15. It like bounced on the corner of the screen, and I was like, oh!
Congratulations, Wiswick. You just counterspelled power word kill.
Hey.
Hey!
Yes!
Nice job.
Oh my god, Clayton.
Lord Almighty.
Well, that's her 9th level spell slot, so
Yeah.
um,
Well fucking done.
that's her
It's
turn.
just fucking this boys for life.
You know what? I'll give her some temp HP. Just kidding.
Bush boys, you are in the bushes.
Bush boys!
All right, Wiswick, you're up.
Hey, can I get to? You said I could get to it with the dash last time. So
Yeah,
that
you can
means I should
definitely.
be able to do a normal movement and get to it, right?
Yep.
All right. Bonus action to drink one of the potions that was on my golem.
Oh, great! Yeah, absolutely.
I had 2 greater healing potions that he was carrying for me, so I just reached through the rubble, grab one, chug it in my face, and pocket the other. And then I'm going to use a regular action to. Oh my god. We're gonna go with the classic. Oh my god. Do I really want to be a jerk and do invisibility? Nope. We're going damage. It's gotta be done. Oh! Perhaps I can do a spell. Let's try Snurf Neblin, Racial Magic, Blindness and Deafness, or I'm just gonna choose Blindness on Hair Frost.
Hair
Avatar.
Frost.
Hair
Hair Frost.
Frost.
You were the one that made the pneumatic device.
What's the saving throw? What type of saving throw?
Lord Almighty.
We will modify it so it will be Intelligence, because that seems like a good one.
Okay.
DC 18.
They will use their last legendary resistance to succeed on that.
All right. Well, there's no more.
Well, I guess I deserve that, don't I?
Hey, you're just lucky that other occultists couldn't see you
Hmm.
or hear you. All right.
Yeah. So that's my action, my movement action. I have a bonus action, but I'm not going to do anything with it.
You
That's my
drank the
turn.
potion.
Oh, true.
Yeah, you did use it. Okay.
Oh, I got to roll for that.
Yes.
What is it, 44?
Mm-hmm.
Plus what? What's the add?
4. It's always, the modifier is always how many d4 you're rolling.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I didn't roll great. I gained
club.
11 points
Woo!
of healing.
Ooh.
All right. Cultist struggles as they move back, and they lean against this fallen pillar, seeing the raging spirit of their god and the Death Knight there. And they're gonna reach their hand out and draw a circle in the air of necrotic energy with runes moving around it, using the last of their energy. And this circle will color itself, catching all of you in it. I need you all to make Constitution saving throws.
Me too.
Yep, DC 17. It's a 60-foot radius.
Oh my god.
Fuck. 16.
Fail.
11.
7.
Fail.
Oh. We all failed.
Yeah.
No more counter spells, guys.
No, you don't.
Pretty sure every spell slot is gone from a counter spell.
Yeah.
Okay. To watch as this necrotic light wraps up around each of you.
Be a lot. Don't be a lot. Don't be a lot.
It's gonna be a lot.
It's gonna be a lot. Yeah, this is where we all go down.
It doesn't even need to be that much to take
No, it
you and
doesn't.
me down.
No, it really doesn't. Where are you at?
7.
It is not as much as I'd, well, not as much as you
Hoped.
think,
As
but
you
still
hoped.
enough. Shush, shush. It's 20 points of necrotic damage.
Yep, I'm down.
Me too.
Down.
Oh my god, 3 of us!
Yep.
But I'm
Timber, are you still
technically
up?
not
Yeah.
dying.
I have a lot of HP still
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
by the Crescent Haunt.
Oh no, oh no.
Hashtag the Crescent Haunt.
I'm having flashbacks.
Huron, give me a death saving throw.
Pass,
18.
pass. Woo!
Pass. Katya, give me a death saving throw.
15.
Just pass. Okay.
Hey, Sean, how does the guy look in the back? The Great Sword Boy. Death
He's
Knight.
not looking good. He's got very, very, very low health. But it's his turn. I'm so sorry, Shannon. But he will finish the job with Katya. As the great sword sinks down, piercing through Katya's chest, through the planks of wood, holding her up, and then back out. And it just holds this down at its waist as it looks up towards Timber. But it's your turn, Timber.
Timber's gonna like look around at everybody. And he's gonna have like be like really shook and just scream, Oriel! and he is going to go fucking nuts. He is gonna. Alright. Well, this big boy, Timber's gonna make a strike on.
Go for it.
I wanna do that though. Okay, fine. Okay, well, it's just 27 to hit,
That'll hit.
and it's only 10 damage to him.
Okay. That's your first attack?
That's my first attack.
Okay.
And I will do another one, and that's not gonna hit with a 15.
Okay.
And Timber's going to.
Bonus action offhand attack? Any martial arts attack?
No, I'm not gonna fully commit. I might in a second. No, instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bonus action smoke bomb
Okay.
to obscure the entire area.
Excellent.
And what Timber's going to do is run past them.
Okay.
And past them and then make a lot of noise. And say, "Get over here, you motherfuckers!"
Excellent. Like, do you want to go past this
Yeah,
way?
that's right. Right there. Yeah.
Alright. Excellent. They technically can't even attack you because it's heavily obscured.
Correct.
Okay. Alright. Excellent. Top of the initiative order. A few things happen. Narasoth rolls to regain spell slots. Oof. All right. Trudging out of the muck and mire of the fight in the left flank comes, I will say, does come Oriel at your cries. It's blood magic.
He's got all the blood. He's got the dragon blood. He can use all of that.
Yeah. Largely because they dealt with the other side, hastening the arrival of allies. You see Oriel sees the scene that's happening, sees you, Timber, looking at them and crying out to attack you. You see Oriel will grasp at his holy symbol. And he is going to heal Huron.
This is me.
Zoo.
Huron, you were healed for 24 HP. Let's pick a mini for him. So he's gonna run in. So that was just his bonus action.
Yeah, Sean, play with your toys harder. Let's do it. 1v1, Sean versus Sean.
Sean for
I
Sean,
know,
go!
I
You
wish
got
I
this,
wish
Sean.
I wish I had a cool mini for him, but I'm gonna have to use a fucking guard. He is going to use because he already used his movement to get over here, so he's going to use his action to dash, and he's going to stand in front of Huron, between Huron and these big old baddies, holding his sword, his long sword, up at the ready.
Cool looking guard, gotta admit.
As Huron, or as Timber is crying out, calling their attention, and he is now positioning himself between him and Huron. Huron, you are up with 15 HP. Let me roll initiative for.
Didn't you say 24?
Sorry, 24. Did I
Okay.
say 15? 24,
Yeah.
sorry. Okay. Oriel is in the fight.
Cause all right, Huron.
It's not your turn.
Oh, sorry, you said Huron, you're up.
Is it my
Sorry,
turn?
I'm very
It's
sorry.
okay.
I'm very sorry.
It's okay.
Narasoth is up,
Oh, that.
and she is very angry at Timber.
Power word. Die. It's the 8th level spell.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
I will do it. Ooh. I mean, it still fails. It's a 17.
17, yes, that does fail. Alright. She points her finger out at you, and you can see that ethereal flame kind of coming from the body into the hand, burning some of the flesh away of Neresoth's corpse as she points a finger at you, Timber, and casts Finger of Death. And you take
Does she have
53
vision on me?
points.
I'll take it. But does she have moved forward? Closer to me?
She would have had to move forward
Okay.
closer to you, which would have given Oriel an attack of opportunity.
I mean, I'm technically. Am I within?
Yes. You would just have disadvantage because you're
Yeah.
prone. Okay. Oriel misses, unfortunately.
You said
You can
15.
do it, Kieran.
You said 15 points of
Yeah.
necrotic damage.
Tell
That's
him in the heels.
9.
53 points of necrotic damage.
53. Got it. That's way different.
Okay. She would have to. That is Neresoth's turn. Wizwick, give me a death saving throw.
No. I stabilize.
Oh, wounds of periodic wound closure. Okay, so then you were just unconscious until
It's
someone
just
heals
the
you.
bush babies. So convenient.
Right. This cultist pops his
God
stupid
damn!
head up and just fires a firebolt at Timber.
Oh my god.
That's all he's got left. Are you fucking kidding me?
Is he frustrated? He's frustrated.
No, we got a fucking nat 20.
Oh. That
You're
kind of
dead.
oh. And now I'm gonna die by the cultist. This is how I gotta go.
Don't worry. They're not that strong. It's only
He did
8.
like 40 something damage to me with one attack. and
Yeah,
then
that was
he
his
killed all three
highest.
of
That was
us.
one of. It's 16 points of fire damage.
Alright.
This is the most OP cultist ever. He fell
No.
off the roof.
No one has attacked him in the last like 4 rounds.
My golem punched him last session.
I'm also pretty
attacked
sure.
him- I attacked him once with what's called the whip, the mine whip.
That is true. That is true. That's the cultist's turn though. Huron, you're up.
Now you're like, it's your turn.
Oh,
Also,
okay. Just wanted
yeah.
to clarify. Alright, Huron is going to, without standing, weakly crawl across the wooden planks as the battle's going on around him to Katya's body. And he's gonna fumble. He goes to move his right arm and he realizes he doesn't have it anymore. Again. He's still a little dazed. And he starts reaching around and pulls out some diamonds worth about 300 gold pieces. And he slams them on Katya's chest and says, "I'm not done with you yet. Help us, Crescent Heart." And he's gonna cast Revivify. Revivify
Ribeye.
on
Okay.
Katya.
Katya, you have been resurrected.
Riverfly.
Riverfly.
And he's just gonna be like, Huron is just leaning on her body heavily because he isn't. This is the second time he's gone down. 4th time he's gone unconscious in the past 3 days. And he's just gonna look her in the eyes and says, "We still have a contract to fulfill. Open at him, Cobalt Huntress." And he's gonna roll on his back. And he's going to slip into shadows.
Roll into the Bush boy.
Which is a bonus action.
Oh yeah!
Feat for Elysian elves that lets me
can
use
hide.
the highs action as a bonus action, even
Go
if
ahead
I have
and-
no cover or if you're under observation.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
13.
Okay.
And I'll say if Kieran had any more movement, he would have just like crawled, still not getting up.
Yeah.
So
You would still have some movement. So you can crawl
just
back
move
further.
back into the woods
Yeah. You can
because
get
now
just-
he has no channel divinities left. He's almost out of spell slots. Can't use his Fog of the Moon. We're a little out of options here, folks. Except for
Okay.
one. But then
Katya.
Wiswick, and he's got some potions.
Katya, you have 1 HP left. You are not within anyone's attacking range. You are...
Do I still have haste?
No, but I will not impose the stun on you from it because you went unconscious and were revivified.
Okay. I'll
You
have
look
to-
up, the first thing you see is just Kieran saying exactly what he said to you, as you're being pulled out from a lovely scene of endless fields of golden wheat and grass. As you can see, just a dark blue wolf running as fast as it can across the plains to meet you before you're pulled back out of it. What do you want to do?
I'm going to use Tipsy Sway to only use 5 feet of my movement to stand up.
Okay.
So I have 45 left. I'm going to use... How much is it going to take to get up to Fighter Boy?
Bone Boy?
Yeah.
Only 20. 25.
Great. Two attacks with her spear. First one's a 25.
That'll hit.
Oops. $18.
How do you want to kill him?
Fuck yeah. Right in the face with the spear. Not today.
So you struggle up after being revived, brought back from the brink of death. You saw the fields of the Cobalt Wanderer gracefully leading to your rest. But as Kieran said, you have a contract, Cobalt Huntress. You rise, and with your staff slowly pull yourself up, staggering up until you reach a certain gate and you begin to run forward. Viciousness on your face, the fangs of the drow in your teeth as you rush forward and jab that spear straight up as it's lifting its great sword to strike down on Oriel and shatter completely the skull at the head. As you feel an intense thud as its feet fall, its knees hit the planks you're on, as you feel the whole thing rumble and break apart as half of it falls into the water as the entire creature starts to slowly fall, the rusted golden sword sticking up as it's trying to lift itself before it completely breaks apart. The armor and the cloth floating, the armor drifting to the bottom, the bones turn to ash. You have enough movement and attacks to still hit Nerisov.
Am I within reach?
You are within reach.
Natural 20. I kid you not, it's a natural 20.
Excellent. You get a key point back.
I do. Holy shit. So 16,
Maybe I should revivify people more often.
6, 22, 28. And then I'm going to use that key point for flurry blows.
Okay.
23.
Hits.
one. 24.
Hits.
17.
She's still alive. But the form has failed.
Back up.
As you all engage in this fight with her, pushing forward, she is bounding towards Timber. This horrible white light is burning in her eyes deeper as she looks to you, Timber, and just says, "You will not stop my escape. He is coming for all of us." As Oriel will come up now to strike.
Woo!
All right, Oriel, don't be a bitch.
Please, natural 20. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah, baby!
Yes!
And he gonna smite this bitch.
Yes!
Oh, yes.
Oh, I finally get to say to myself, how do I want to do this?
Yes!
Because she had 7 HP left.
Woof.
Woof.
Oh my god.
So as Katya comes up and digs her spear into the creature, ripping through the wings, as that wing kind of becomes decrepit, starts to disintegrate away, and she lands on the ice with a 3-point looking up at Timber, saying what she said before Oriel comes up, and you can see Oriel actually like grabs the spikes at the back of her head and pulls it back. As you see, he pulls that sword out. You can see it's shimmering with this dripping fire, almost like napalm coming off of it. That is his smite. That is this fire and blood that he comes and brings in through her chest slowly. You can hear the ribs cracking through it as it bursts through on the other side, and her form starts to turn to ash. As you can see that burning light in the eyes start to fade. As you can hear kind of like a gurgling last cry of Hairfost within Neresoth's body. As what drops to the ground floating, or drops to the water floating, is this pale heart that floats there. As you have successfully rooted out Neresoth, all of her cultists, her undead dragon, and as far as you know, banished Hairfost back somewhere else.
Huron will, crawling forward, reach for the heart, and then taking the glaive, activates the edge. So he'll like put it on the edge of the thing, and then just slowly and methodically just cut it in half.
As you do so, you grab it, you fish it out of the water, and it's beating in your hand. You can see the scintillating light of Ilyvanya's glaive. At first, you meet it like stone, and then you bring a hand down, and you feel it. As you can feel the energy of Ilyvanya pulsating through the glaive, and it singes right through, and you can see as it breaks apart, you can see it's cauterized on its ends, but then it starts to slowly burn from the embers of that. As you can see it drifting up into the sky, just like the enemies killed by your fog of the moon, like twinkling starlight. It's as if an immediate gust of wind bellows through this crypt, and out of this crypt, as you hear the cacophony of dozens of ravens and crows all cawing at once before they flurry up like a tornado above you, just like when you defeated the ambush. So you can hear this cacophony above. And that's where we're going to end tonight. Unless there's anything real quick anyone wants to do. Battle.
Timber, just after panting, looking at Oriel, covered in dragon blood. Just quickly doesn't even just looks directly at Oriel, panting. Just takes out his bow, just doesn't look, and just shoots the cultist.
I forgot about that.
So I just wanted to remove.
Absolutely. You see
Okay,
this
just for
cultist is kind
cinematic
of like
purposes.
he's like watching as his god is killed, looking up at the body dissipating. You see, like, he even like takes off the bone mask, and you see this tabaxi underneath looking up. And he looks at you. As the body falls into the water.
Like to fall over, please.
And then Timber
Thank you.
Timber would dripping still blood, panting, go over to the golem and go get Wiswick and make sure he's in a nice bush.
Yeah, you can easily tend to Wiswick. As I imagine, Curon, you're just kind of laying on these planks, exhausted, looking at this now withering and dissipating heart. Katya, you stare up at the sky, thinking of that place you went to for a few seconds. But Curon, you have anything you want to say or do?
Kieran was just gonna roll onto his back and stare up. And what time of the day is it?
Stare up at the dragon body that's still just hanging out.
No, the dragon body actually dissipated when she absorbed its power in the heart. So there's just a really gross, like, leftover
Fleshy.
organs of the dragon hanging off of the movable rod. It's pretty late in the afternoon, and given the long dark, you would see essentially it'd be like a high contrast sunset where there is blood red on the horizon and then light blue into purple into dark blue dusk above. You would be able to see some stars in the faint lights of the moon.
Twilight protects. And then he's just kind of like gonna, slip into unconsciousness.
Yeah, I'd allow a self-imposed unconsciousness here.
Wiswick's dreaming of clouds as the clouds are actually bushes.
Bush for life. So, as you all catch your breath, you hear the collapse of all the zombies around, or the defeat of what's left. People gather around to help bring you back to wherever you need to be, although you'll have a chance to explore this space the next session. But as you try to catch your breath, looking at each other, most of you having gone unconscious at some point in this fight, that's where we'll end. Thank you, everyone, for sticking around with us for this very, very intense combat.
Do we level up?
You are all level 12 now.
Somebody's gonna get tough. Somebody's gonna get tough.
Yes, you absolutely level up for that intense combat. Yeah, I mean, like, just those two that you just killed there would be, if we were doing XP, would be 51,000 experience split between you all, not counting the dragon. But
2 level ups, Sharon. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice. You did throw
that'd
like
be
4
nice.
bosses at us.
nope.
Damn it.
Good try, though. I appreciate
Thanks.
the effort. All right, folks. That's it for us tonight. Thank you for joining us. Please join us for some of our other programming. Like we said earlier, Jasper's Game Day in Paradise is going to be in July this summer. We are working with some excellent DMs and players right now to get the tables set up. The auctions for seats at those tables will be going live very soon. So please, please, please keep an eye out for that, and please help us support an excellent charity in Jasper's Game Day. The next programming for Paradise will be this Thursday. We'll be Relaxing in Paradise, where I will be painting minis, drawing maps, playing games, all sorts of things. We'll probably be working on this lovely worm here to try to finish him up. Friday, Shannon and I will be participating in part 2 of the Drifting City 2-part 2-shot. with Mike Farty as DM over on the Scales Above. So join us there Friday at 9:30 Eastern Standard. We have the Sean and Shannon Power Hour this Sunday, which will be where we will dissect this episode, recap it, talk about what's next, and go on from there. And then we'll return again on Monday for Advantage and Paradise again to see the aftermath of this epic fight and the defeat, as far as they know, of the Pale Covenant, or the resurgent Pale Covenant. All right. So, as we... Shannon, do you got anyone for us to raid? Are we raiding better than Heroes? Okay. All right, so we are going to be rating our friends over at Better Than Heroes, so please give them all your love from us here in Paradise, and we hope you join us again in the future in Paradise. Thanks for sticking around, everyone. Have a lovely evening. Good night.
Good night.
Take us out, Alex. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.